Welcome to the Don't Unfriend Me Show. Matthew Spear from the Don't Unfriend Me Show. And to my right is...
Olivia, too. I'm tired. Put it that way.
Somebody knows it's showtime. Come on in. Come on in. Hello, everybody. Hello, kitty. Hello, puppy. Hello. The animals are officially here. I don't know if you guys had a chance to see them. They just walked by. But they are here officially. Good to have everybody here. Listen, I had all the plans in the world to do research and talk about the news. We're going to learn it together. And I'm going to give you real time on what I think. We'll walk through the news set. We've got a ton to show you. We're not ready, but there's people who want to make you feel guilty and make you feel small and insignificant. So we decided we couldn't take another night off. Is that right, Liv?
Yep.
Because, you know, even though we heard for Matt, you haven't taken a night off in a year. You should take some time off. So you take a night off to focus on it. You know what? Then you get guilted. I'm disappointed and I'm angry at you. I'm angry at you and I'm disappointed in you is what we heard. Well, you know what? We're here. We're not ready, but that's okay. We're here to give you a good show. We're going to make it up as we go along. I don't even know what's going on in the world. As far as I know, Israel's still alive. Is that right, Liv?
I think so. I don't have a clue. I haven't got on anything.
We'll find out in 3 minutes. We'll be right back.
Hey guys, Barry Morgenstein, America's head shop photographer, coming to you from my New York City studio. Great friend of the DUM show.
Test 1, 2, 3.
Put down the camera. It's almost 7 p.m. I'm going to watch the coolest, the most real and raw show on the internet. It's on every night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. With the coolest guys, Matt, Olivia, Leroy, and Amy. You guys have to tune in to see it. It's going to be something incredible every night. Check it out.
Mom, is there an echo? Check our page on your phone.
Okay.
You know, it really is frustrating because, you know, you want to have a good night and you want to launch when everything's working. Tested and rocking and everything's working perfect, but some people just have to ruin it. Some people have to destroy the good time.
I don't hear an echo.
Ethan, give me a holler.
Hello?
Good. One more time.
Hello.
That sounds good for you. That sounds really good to you. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for being a part of this. I'm just frustrated, because like, and I don't mean to complain. Would you stop hitting that?
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
Put those up some.
You gotta put them up, buddy.
Yeah, you can't do that, buddy. You're hitting it like crazy. You can't do that. So you try to have a good show. That thing ripped my arm off. Did you see how stiff that was? Try to put it down. Is it hard? Too hard to pull down? This is the chair you created. So you're just too strong. That's what happened. Too damn strong.
And it's upside down.
Well, that's upside down. It won't be in a second. Hopefully. If I can see what I'm doing.
What's up, kitty? First time on the desk?
All right, there it is. Welcome, everybody. We've got Ethan on tonight as a little bit of a guest. Liv, how are comments? Liv, what are you doing?
I'm trying to get on Wimkin, and we're upside down on Wimkin.
It's fixed, Liv.
Okay.
Hey, let's get into the show, punk.
Sorry, I'm doing my normal stuff.
How about stop doing your normal stuff? Like, let's throw all normal stuff out the window and let's just do the show.
Okay.
Cool? Because we're in and we're trying to make this work.
Okay.
I guess the cat's gonna run across the desk all the time.
I bet, yeah.
Okay, so this is what it's so frustrating because we were so prepared and we were so ready to be on and things were going okay. And then we hit some snags and those snags stopped us from being on time. And at one point we said what, Liv? We're like, let's go live or let's call. Let's call it and do one more night and try to focus on getting this fixed.
Mm-hmm.
And we said we can't. We can't because there's just a couple people who were so upset that we weren't on and we didn't give them full notice. And it's crazy.
Yeah, last night I do need to apologize to Lee Hubbard. He donated last night and my email was not connected to the new computer. So I didn't get it. And
well, Lee, thank you for donating.
So I appreciate that. It was $20 and he said, set looks great. Keep up the great work. So I appreciate that. I'm very, very sorry. But I haven't, this is the first time I've actually been on the new computer. So I don't even know where anything is.
We're learning all about it. And she can be on the table.
I don't even have my notes for all of my
No, we don't have anything.
I don't have anything.
We have nothing. We're not even ready. Like, we haven't done sound checks. We haven't done lighting adjustments. We haven't prepped the new screens. But once again, it's just frustrating. You bust your butt, and we've spent 30 days on this. 30 days, and
exactly 30 days.
Exactly 30 days.
Exactly 30 days.
And I am physically and mentally fried, and we're not ready. But that's okay. You get to see it. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about the background, and we've got some news we need to talk about. First of all, Ethan, is you got to get up to the mic. What's the big thing with you today?
I turned 12 today.
Turned 12 years old.
Wow.
How was your birthday? It was a horrible birthday, wasn't it?
No.
What did you do today? Tell everybody what you did.
I went to the new How to Train Your Dragon movie with a few of my friends. Then came back home with all my friends.
We're not on Rumble? What do you mean we're not on Rumble?
Let me look.
What do you mean we're not on Rumble?
Let me look.
It says we're streaming to Rumble.
Let me look.
Yeah, I'm going to. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, buddy, but people are saying that we don't have Rumble. This happened the other night, too.
It's showing saying live chat.
It says
And
live.
We're on.
Yeah, it's on.
We're on. What do you mean no Rumble? I'm looking at everybody here right now.
Yes.
Is our favorite person on?
Yes.
Little Miss Negative, is she on?
Beebs.
Beebs is here. Kirsty's here. Stumpy, Chaos Girl. Anybody, is Miss Grumpy here, honey?
I'm not seeing her at the moment.
Oh, bummer. Well, that's fine. All right, so Ethan, finish your day.
So, we went to the new How to Train Your Dragon movie. Came back with all of the friends. Watched some Try Not to Laughs on YouTube, and then we watched this thing called like The Quiet Place 1 Explained, and because Levi wanted to do it. And so we watched that, and he's like, "No, what? I want to watch Quiet Place now." And he just decided to skip to number 2 because we already knew the gist of number 1.
What? You can't do that. That's illegal.
I know. And so we got like halfway through it. Then we just decided to come upstairs. We came upstairs for pizza. Went into our garage where we have this like Papa Shot thing. We went to like the back wall. It's basically what happened to your computer.
We need to. That's another thing is the TVs are set to go to a screensaver if there's no activity for about 30 seconds.
I used my hot corner accidentally.
Oh.
So, all right. So go ahead, buddy. I'm sorry.
So basically, the length of the thing is about from the desk. The length of the desk.
Stop banging the table, okay?
Sorry. Like, but just like a little bit more. So we were just shooting some hoops with that. Then we went back inside, had like Oreo ice cream cake, and opened some presents. So yeah.
Well, awesome. And listen, we tried to make it as good of a birthday as possible, but some people decided that we can't have a night off with our child either and celebrate your birthday. So we're sorry, buddy. Just graduation, we're going to miss that. We're going to miss your wedding. If you have a child, it's just tough luck, okay? So, you know, the show must go on, buddy. So pound it out. Happy birthday. I love you, son. You've been a trooper. Yep. And we've got some new presents coming for you as well that didn't show up today, but we love you and happy birthday. Thanks for spending some time with us, pal.
Yes.
All right. Say bye-bye to everybody first.
Come this way.
Bye, everybody.
Nice. Thanks, E. You sounded great, by the way. You're doing a great job.
Love you. Have fun.
All right. So pound it. One more time. Thanks, pal. All right. So here's the deal. Yeah, buddy. Yes. Yeah, but do me a favor. Yes. Go to your lantern. Never mind. Lantern looks good. Leave it on. Mom, set a reminder to turn the lantern off. See ya. All right. Thanks, buddy.
Bye, everybody.
Yep. See ya. Make sure you close the door. All right. All right. Now that we're done with the drama, Ethan. Real quick, folks. Sorry. Nick Carroll says, Ethan, I got something for you. I'll get your shipping address from your parents later. I think you'll like it. So that's Still Point.
What?
Yeah, Still Point got you a present. So here, don't knock over my drink.
And Christina.
Come say something.
Steel Point is the best band ever.
I agree.
Yeah.
All right.
They're tied for Def Leppard, Metallica, all of those bands.
Roger.
I love you.
All right, get out of here. Ethan, go pick that up. Christina Parkanzi says, like new set, Matt. Nice job, Matt and Olivia, and happy birthday, Ethan. Thank you so much, Christina. All right, so let's get into it. So sometimes we got to vent, right, Libby?
Yes.
And I'm just venting.
Yes.
It's been you want things to go perfect, right? You want everything to be awesome, and you bust your hump. But today, you know what? I said, screw it. I'm taking my son to a movie with his friends, and I'm gonna go and do that. So we did that, and we had to live. Yeah, the place is fire. It is fire. It's not perfect. The lighting is not where we want it to be yet. We've got to get that fixed, and we've got to fine tune a few things. But overall, it's getting there. Melanie says it's so loud in there. What does that mean? It's just like clear and audio. Yeah, it's because, first of all, we're close to the mics. We're not sitting back in chairs and doing this. And the audio is fantastic in here. It doesn't echo. It's not small and confined. So let's get into it. First of all, Liv.
Yes.
It was kind of cool to see during the pre-show about Wimkin, right?
Yes.
That you could see it live, and I could see what you're doing. CJ Jenkins, great job on the new studio. Happy birthday, E. Thank you, CJ. We appreciate it. So let's go through the things that we have, and then we can talk about everything else. So first things first, we've got, Nick, send Olivia the links.
He did earlier.
Okay, send. Let's do that first. Let's take care of Still Point. We got to take care of our boys.
Okay. Let me see if I can get it up.
That's my line. Robin Chappelle has liked at the Dumb Show. Here's the cool thing. We're going to be on later tonight. It's probably going to be till 10 o'clock. We're going to stay on because we've got news and we want to learn. Melanie says, come on, Melanie, can't we just be positive just for once? We look far away. Well, that's because we're at a 4-person table. We're not going to stay that way. We can do this, and then we can do this, but Olivia won't be upside down. But in order to get multiple people on in the show, we have to do this. Now, if we had a little bit more time, live time, like,
Yes.
To set things up the way we wanted to,
Yep.
If we had more time, we would be able to do this, which we wanted to do, but we didn't get a chance to do this because we didn't have more time. And that would be nice to have more time because time. See, now we're all closer. Liv?
Yes.
So when we have 2 people on, we can do this.
Mm-hmm.
And you and I are much closer now. Now
Yes.
you're a little bit too far, so let me push you there. Is that better?
Yes.
Love the set. Thanks, Dave. Melanie says, there we go. Boom. I can't see faces. Oh, don't be sorry, Melanie. We're just teasing. We're just listen, we're irritable. This has been crazy. But it won't be like this the whole time.
All right. So in chat, I am posting the link to go to vote for Still Point. They're in 6th place right now.
6th place. So we're posting a link. Somebody said, Olivia looks tired. I don't think so. Let's take a look. Come on. Let's take a look. Look at that. Take a look at the screen. Look at your camera.
Oh, look at
your camera. Say
My
hi.
camera.
Wave. Hi.
Hi.
I don't think Olivia looks tired. I think Olivia looks beautiful. I think it looks good. All right. Can we walk through now?
Yes.
Okay, good. Let's do this. So we're going to zoom back out. So we think we're going to keep this wide angle lens, but the problem is that honestly, like I want to lose the banner down below.
Yeah, because you can't see our kick-ass signs.
Kristen became a Dumb Nation subscriber. Is Kristen back? Thank God. Thank God. Yeah, you know what? Let me just turn this off. And then we'll take the show goal. We'll make it bigger for people. Does that look good?
Yes.
Liv.
Yes.
Does that look good?
Yes. Yes, that does.
And we can take that. See, if we had some time, we could have done all this. So does that work, or do we need to do something else?
No, that works.
Are you sure? Because I don't like it.
Well, for now it works. We'll do something later, but for now it absolutely works.
Okay. So, all right. So let's get through it. So Still Point, did you do the links?
I did.
Okay. Links are out for Still Point. Please go and vote. Dean says the set looks awesome. Thanks.
Thank you.
The link is not working, Liv.
You know what?
What?
I don't know. Then that's what he sent me.
Nick, give me a link that works, dude. I want to help you out, but I can't do it. All right, we'll get that worked out. All right, so let's get going. Oh, Jen says it does work.
Does it work?
Yep.
Okay.
All right. So let's go through it. Liv,
Yes.
put up your right hand. Straight up. That is the Declaration of Independence. And then over here is the Constitution. So it was a really interesting story. And this is where we can flip camera. See, I was in the parking lot of the movie theater, and I was talking to Hayden and Jason, who builds the flags at PFC Flag, who made these beautiful desk pieces that we'll talk about. We go into, he charged me for a flag, and I was like, I didn't understand why he charged me for it, because I've done a lot of work with Jason and I've done a lot of web design and stuff. So I just was like, I got to call him. I don't feel good about it. Sandy says, why so many guns? That's not a question. Sandy, that's not a question at all. That's just a question that doesn't deserve an answer because you can never have too many guns. Never too many guns. It depends on what occasion you're looking for. No, I'll explain the guns in a second. So anyway, I talked to Hayden, and Hayden's like, well, just be positive and try not to be, negative and be nice. And so I did. And it was a really good conversation. And I told him what I was thinking, and he told me what he was thinking, and it was amicable. Well, we had been looking for the Constitution and the Bill of Rights in a frame. How long, Liv?
A while since we first started this.
Like, what would you say in a time frame?
A couple weeks, maybe?
Yeah. So
Maybe?
like we went on Amazon, we went on all the the major places you look, and couldn't find anything. And everything was like $200 or $300, right? Something like that.
Yes.
So had that conversation with Jason, and then I was in Hobby Lobby, and I was walking around. I grabbed a few things, and I walked down an aisle, and I turned around, and I saw. There you go, Kat. We need to put a doggy door and kitty door in the doors.
Yes, we do.
I'm going to put I'm going to do that tomorrow. I'm going to put a doggy and kitty door. And I turned around and I couldn't find what I was looking for. So I just left. Thank you, Kristen. Good to see you here, hon. It's good. Welcome back. And then I start leaving to check out, and I stop. And I'm like, something's telling me to turn around. I turn around and I walk down an aisle. I walk down an aisle and I walk down another aisle. I don't know why. I don't know why exactly I walked down that way. Frank Wood, had to spend $1K on my truck today, so this is it. Everything keeps getting better. Great job, bro. Frankie, thank you. And I turn around, and there's the Constitution. And there is the Declaration of Independence in a beautiful frame, Kona brown frame, just like our back set. Beautifully printed on parchment paper, just like you can see it right here. And cost me, they were $75. They cost me $22 a piece. And it's just stuff like that that came together. So no matter what negative, it was just really cool and a really big positive for us. Okay. So that's what happened there. FYI. Honey, I'm going to put the likes like right here. We got to figure out where we're going to put everything. So,
Yeah.
So we got the Constitution up there and the Declaration of Independence with the Bill of Rights. It looks great. Then there's a sign right here. And Liv, can you read the sign? Up here.
Oh, I don't remember what it says.
That's okay. Lean over and read it. Because I can't do it with my back.
No, I'm going to have to get up because I can't see it.
Okay,
it's
get up.
flat.
Go ahead.
It's flat on my end.
All right. Is that okay? Give it a try. I'm sorry. I can't do it with my neck. My neck is shot. Here, you go ahead and yell it out.
God, guns, and God, guns, and guts made America free. Let's keep it that way.
God. Okay, I'm going to try to make this turn. God, guns, and guts made America free. Let's keep it that way. That's what that sign says behind us. Thanks for getting up, honey. I'm sorry.
Yes.
So that little sign. And then we added a couple of other things. Is if you look here, there's a cross. And that cross is an American flag cross that was made for us for the show. And we wound up putting it there in a prominent display because we have felt a huge connection to God. So that's why it's there. Then the lamp. You want to tell them the story of the lamp, Livy?
No, because I
Yes,
was
let me tell the story of the
yes.
lamp. Yep, she does. Cool. Start. Just. I already told you what happened, so just make it up. Tell them.
Okay.
I need to get the cameras working, so you got to tell something. You
I
got to
think
talk.
you took like coffee grounds and like painted it black or something like that.
Well, where did we
and-
find it? It started out like what? Do you remember the pictures?
I did.
It what?
It was really new, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it was like. Hold on, I got a picture.
Oh, see, I didn't see that picture originally.
Yeah.
I only got the 2 after, so I didn't see the before.
Okay, so
earlier.
let me show the before.
So that's why I was a little confused.
All right, so that's okay. Don't be confused. Don't be upset. There's the before. So it was solid gold, and it was just like brand new, right?
Yes.
Okay. Then with some tinkering, this is what it came out to look like. And made it look old and distressed and weathered. And that is what you get with the actual kerosene lamp. By the way, I don't know if anyone knows this, but we have 245 people on in general pop, which means we're over 500. I don't know how. Liv, you can see it right there. Right here.
Oh, okay. That's new because I never get to see the
Yeah, you get to
eCam.
see this. Now you get to see this stuff because you don't need
Now
eCam
I
up.
get to see this.
So it's nice to see so many people on. So we got that. Then if you take a look, the books, Liv, can you tell people what those are, please?
Aren't those all the books of people that have been on? I think it's Tonto's book.
Yeah.
T.S. Dixon.
Yep.
The one author guy, I don't remember his name. Unfortunately, you did the interview with him.
Yeah, but the bookends too.
Yeah. Oh, that's Lady Justice.
So we got the Lady Justice bookends, which is also kind of cool. And then what else did we add? Anything else? This was Hayden's contribution. Right up at the top, above the flag, do you see the lucky horseshoe with a star on it from Texas?
Yes.
Oh, Joanne, thank you. Love the bobbleheads. Thank you. I have my Donald Trump one coming. That'll be here tomorrow. That's going to be right here. So this is, and then the final piece to this. Someone said, why so many guns? Because these guns all mean something extremely important to me. The Winchester was mine as a kid. The center one is my go-to and my baby, which is my AR. The M1 was my father's, which is all the way by Olivia. Raise your hand, honey. The M1 carbine, that's my dad's. And the M1 Garand, which is all the way at the top. Yeah, the M1 Garand at the top is my good friend Mike's, and he added it to the set. Why so many guns? The reason why, just to be honest with you, we have 4 guns here, and if we also include 5, is because I don't have 6. That's why. So there's always more than enough guns. Now, here's the thing. I want you guys to Liv, put your hand. Show them right here. Show them your sign. Okay. These are solid pieces of wood that are stained Kona brown. And these are from PFC Flag. And PFC Flag is a good friend of the show. Most of you know this. And Jason just got done being here. And he laser engraved thedumshow.com. We're going to fix a couple things down below under Olivia's side because you can't really see it. That's okay. We're going to fix it. And then the Don't Unfriend Me show logo. I think it makes the set. And then you can see the cast iron L brackets, and it's fully lit, and it makes the desk absolutely killer. So here's the deal. This is for y'all. This has been for you guys. I don't know if you guys understand how much work this is. Liv, how many hours do you think we've put into this and together combined in the last 30 days, would you say?
Well, you've put in like 75% more because I worked.
Okay, so well, let's do it. I averaged 8 o'clock every morning till 10 o'clock at night.
Mm-hmm.
No, 11 or 12 because of the show.
Yep.
So that's like 14 to 16 hours a day. Times that by 7 days a week. So that's 90 plus hours a week. We've been doing this 4 weeks. So just me alone is 360 hours myself.
Yes.
Then Olivia has probably done 2 to 3 days a week at another 14 hours. So we're well into 500 hours of time.
Yeah, I mean, it was weekends, Saturday and Sunday, from the time we woke up till the time we went to bed, which was usually midnight, maybe 1. And then I worked my other full-time job and then came home and worked on the set. And the nights I wasn't on the show, I worked on the set and did donations at the same time.
Yeah, it's been insane. So a lot of work. Honey, I'm sorry I forgot to switch the camera. When I get my pedals set up, if we had some time, I would have done that. But since we didn't have time, I did not have a chance to do that.
Hey,
So
can I say something real quick?
yeah, baby, please.
Mods, I didn't have time to, because I've got a new computer. I didn't have time to copy and paste and get all of my things that we paste about donations up. So if you guys could all post those in chat for me, that would be greatly appreciated tonight until I can get everything organized.
Awesome. And, you know, listen, once we get everything set up, this is the way the show's going to run. Is like when both of us are kind of talking, it'll be, you know, seeing the wide. And then when it's individual and it's more than just a few seconds, we'll probably zoom in. And then, you know, when we both start chatting, we'll zoom out. And then this will also happen with Amy and Leroy. And all of this will be on pedals. And if we had time, we would have set it up, but we didn't have time because we were guilted and that we had to be on.
Yes, and Nick Carroll, this is at the house. This is actually right across the hallway from the other studio we had in the room, right at the entrance to the house. So yes, it is in our house. So when you guys actually come up to Virginia, you'll be able to see it.
Yeah, and this room is 20 feet wide. So this room is huge. And obviously you can see it. Like this is exactly what I wanted. Everything about this is exactly what I wanted. I wanted an intimate room that was like colonial era with a lot of memorabilia, with things that are important to Olivia and I. And trust me, Olivia's in this room too. Like there's a ton of stuff that's ours, that are things that we care about. And that's why we did it. Fair enough?
Yes.
All right. So this is what we're doing. So I also want to share some news. Sandy says the cameras are awesome. Love how Olivia looks. It's so much more real. Isn't it? You don't like the way I look, Sandy? Is it because I have too many guns? Is that what it is? I have too many guns?
She the one who said you had too many guns?
She said I had too many guns. Well, no, she said, why so many guns? I don't think she said I had too many guns. I love the way Olivia looks.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
I'm just not.
I'm so ready. I started with my new family, one of my new families yesterday. But I'm only working with them 3 days and my other family's on vacation. So I actually have a 4-day weekend.
And your other family misses you greatly.
Yes, we've been texting over the last couple of days.
Not that family.
Oh, the other family. Oh, see, when you said the other family, I was thinking of the
meant
other
our family
that I nannied for.
Us.
Yes.
Your real family. The family that needs you. We need some. Jeffrey says, oh my God, what a studio. Isn't it awesome, man? I mean, this is like, and so many people made it come together. So Mel says Mel, this is a wonderful question. So, and I've got some news. Mel says, so the old space will be the squatter accommodation? No, the old space becomes the green room and the library. We're going to have 2 computers set up in there. We're going to have some chairs, a full library, the piano. We're going to have, bookcases. And when we have guests on the show, that'll be the green room, and we're going to put cameras in there.
And Amy can come over. She's been talking about.
Well, Amy's gonna be here Wednesday. She'll be in studio.
Yep.
She's not gonna do the show from remote anymore. She's coming here every week. Amy will be here. So the green room, we will have cameras and mics set up there. And when we have guests, I'm gonna have Hayden and Ethan go in there and talk to them too. And we're gonna stream it. So we'll like live from the green room, and then we'll see them come in, and it'll be excellent. You guys, the light on Olivia looks like a live TV studio. It's perfect. Yeah. If we had some time,
okay,
we would have set up my lights.
I think we are good now.
I'm not good.
I don't even know if she's on right now.
I'm pissed.
I haven't seen her.
Like, because I wish my camera looked as good as yours. Well, my camera does, but I'm wearing a hat. And my light is coming from the top. So
yeah, we got to figure that out with hats. So when we're wearing hats, we don't shade our eyes.
Hi, Kitty. I'm gonna put a.
She doesn't.
I'm gonna put a little spotty right over here, and I'm gonna put one of 2 of the. Hey, hun.
Yes.
I'm gonna put 2 of the. Sorry, when you're typing, I know you're not listening. So I'm gonna put 2 of the Phillips
Uh-huh.
and kind of shooting here. So as a fill light underneath. One will go there, one will go there, and it will fill us.
Got it.
So that will take care of the shadow under the hat. But Olivia looks great. It's no doubt. She looks great. I'm jealous.
You're jealous.
You know what? I just needed some time to do it, but I didn't get a chance. Oh well, fine. It's all right. Olivia always looks better than me. It's the way it is.
That's how it always is.
Nothing personal. Dollars for a bow, Jeffrey says. Ryan Samuels. Ryan, call in. Leroy can call in. Like Leroy.
Should we text Leroy and tell him?
Yeah,
to come right now?
tell Leroy to come on. And I'm gonna have to find a way to get him in on this screen. So tell him to call in, and then we'll get him in. And we'll do that. And then we got to start talking about some news. Chaos Girl says, enough, Matt. I think we know you were upset. Let it rest. Not a fucking chance. Nope. Thanks for asking, though. Nice. Olivia looks great. Matt, your camera adds 10 pounds. Fuck you, Mike. Wazowski. Whatever. Camera adds 10 pounds. My butt. In my bra. What movie is that from? Sanders says, put your hat on backwards. That's not going to make it any better.
You look sexy that way.
No, I don't. I'm not going to do this the whole show. That's like Tim,
that's liar. It took me a few.
That's
months.
like Tim Pool. Like, you're just not clear enough. Have we done a focus? Liv? Honey, please stop doing that right now.
I thought we did a focus. Yes. I thought we did a focus.
Hey, babe, all those show notes we don't need.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about any of that right now. I just want you here with me so we can talk.
Okay. I thought we did a focus.
No, we didn't. we need Hayden.
Okay.
Because people are saying my picture's not clear.
Okay. Then that camera should be absolutely clear.
So can we get, because
Yes.
yours looks super clear, super smooth.
I think you did do some buttons and stuff like that. And you were doing it yourself. So there was no one in the seat to focus on.
I think that's true. To me, you're not as clear-faced as Olivia.
Let's see. I texted her. If she doesn't come in a second, I'll give her a call.
I need a vacation. I need a long one. Like, a long one. Is she coming?
She might be because it's on her voice.
The large view is less personal, but it'll adapt as individual cameras are adjusted.
Can you zoom in?
Can you do my camera suites? I know, isn't it cool? Just a focus. Huh. Hayden? See, moms? Try mom. Try to hit mom. Try to hit mom. Because mom. See, the reason mom's background's also different.
Yes, very different.
I think mom's cameras is lower. Hey, throw your mic, Liv.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you just look rock star.
Thanks.
You always look good. Well, Olivia is just prettier than me. That's a given. We know that.
She's just prettier.
No, we'll figure out the lights. $50, Mr. Honeycutt. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Shame on whoever made you feel guilty for not coming on. You should be celebrating Ethan's birthday today and leave everything for tomorrow. It's okay. If I don't vent, it won't, it's not a good thing. I got to vent. So, Haiti, I think what needs to happen is my camera needs to move lower. Not now, but I think needs to move just a bit lower. And the hat is something we're going to have to figure out. So I love you. Thank you. And we'll see you later.
Thanks, sweetie.
On YouTube, it's focused and I don't see a problem. All right, cool.
Did Jeff's...
Oh, shit. The hat is throwing my color off. Dean, you're a god. Can you grab me a dark hat? Dumb Nation, don't ever... Are you okay?
She's tired.
Honey, come here. What's wrong?
Oh, I know what's wrong. I know what's wrong.
Is it because Willie's not here?
No,
Who's
no, but he's not here.
Would you
That's
grab me
why.
another hat, please?
Yeah,
Just
I
a
know,
dark hat,
that's
please.
why.
Black, blue. I see more color on Olivia's cheeks now. This is why we're doing this the first hour. Then we'll... Give me a hat!
You need makeup.
Shut. Hayden, I'm going to knock you in the head.
I think we missed. Jeff Honeycutt just gave us a donation.
I said thank you to Jeff.
Did you? Okay, I'm zoned out.
Thank you,
then.
Jeff. I
Thank
love you. Amy says no
We're supposed to bow, though.
Oh,
He said he wants a bow.
all right, let's go.
Can I curtsy?
For 50
See,
bucks,
people,
I'll give it.
people are not supposed to see what I wear on the bottom. My goodness. Okay.
Are we doing that?
Yeah. Curtsy.
There you go.
There's your bow.
I can almost see the names on the books behind you. Yeah, I know. It looks good. And listen, I'm busting balls. I got my hair cut today.
Did you? Looks good. Ugh.
Right here. Right here. Almost snuck it. Whatever, shut it. It doesn't matter. The light's too harsh, and I know what it is. It's this light over here. All right, so Olivia, there's a lot going on in the world.
Is there?
And Chaos Girl, I agree with you. It's enough. But you know what? If I don't vent, I'll get bitter. You know what I mean? And I don't want to get bitter. I don't want to get upset. I just want people to understand is that we're not monkeys. Look it. Is that better? I figured it out.
The hat?
No. I lessened the camera so it's not as abrasive.
Oh. What do you mean you lessen the camera?
Or lessen the light.
Oh, the light. Okay, got it.
See, there's yours. There's mine.
Got it.
There's yours. You're just, you've got the right angle of light, and it looks really good on you. It really, really does.
Thank you.
And I think it's because you're tuned in.
Even though this is the camera that just got set up.
It's the same but I tuned it in.
Yeah, that's true.
Let me try one thing. Will you guys let me try one thing? Just thanks.
Should I start singing Jeopardy?
Just do something. Like talk.
Do,
Oh, hold
do,
on.
do, 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 do.
Here.
Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do.
There it is. You're on it. God, you're pretty when you
Thanks.
smile.
See, this is something we would have been doing if we had time, but we didn't.
Oh, I had to stop, huh?
Well, I haven't said anything. That's my one thing. So, and I'm not being able to do my normal, which is I say hello to everyone on YouTube and Winkin and Rumble when they come on. So I'm sorry if I've missed you. Facebook, there's just too many of you. Unfortunately, I can't. And the comments go by too fast. But I try to say hi to everyone. But I haven't been able to because, it's not enough time.
But we're getting it.
We're getting it slowly but surely. We are getting it. I'm putting in another donation. I'm going to put in right now from Thomas Cawthon for Ethan's birthday. Thanks for coming on, guys. 2110. Appreciate it very much. I'm putting it in right now. And I apologize for being boring.
You're not boring. Why are you boring?
Because I'm not good at on the spot talking. That's probably why I'm not good at the last minute where I'm just like, I just kind of freeze up.
Well, we're going to be on till 10 either way, so. Nope. One more second.
We're getting there. Slowly but surely.
You could tell people something. Story about your family real quick.
Story about my family.
Yeah, the family you're now seeing.
Okay. So yeah, so my last day with my last family was Friday, and I'm still texting them. I got pictures of their first day at school and how they did at their new school, which was really nice. But the new family I've got, the kids are awesome, incredibly intelligent, very talkative. So lots of fun. But I have two families now. The second family's on vacation. I'm super excited because the oldest was in my classroom at the school, and I haven't seen her in 8 months. So I'm super excited to see her tomorrow and another sibling. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So I'm very happy.
Okay. That's good enough. I don't care. I'm fine with it. I'm embracing it. I am just dealing with it. All right. So here's the deal. We've got a lot going on in the world. And to be honest with everybody, we really haven't been able to pay attention to what's up, right, Liv?
No, we really haven't.
So we're kind of learning this with you.
Yes.
So bear with us. Olivia, you look great.
Thanks.
And it's because
you always look great too.
Yeah, well, we're both looking good. All right, let's rock and roll.
Okay.
So Hayden is so beautiful, looks just like Olivia. How can Matt handle so much beauty in the house at once? I don't know. Plus, my dog and cat are awesome looking too.
Here she comes.
Olivia has so much more of a light complexion, and your skin color is much more in the red. If you're looking for more clarity, I think it's definitely a lighting issue. Just my 2 cents. It's not that I'm red; I'm tan, and Olivia
I'm
isn't.
not.
Olivia
I'm a porcelain
isn't.
doll.
Like my skin is. Listen, she's a woman who's beautiful. She just looks good.
I think someone misses their tower. We're going to need to put a bed. Like, since this is like, this chair right here is not going to be used very often, we need to put a bed right there so she can sleep.
Yenny,
You're in my camera.
come here.
Was he daddy?
Come here. Jennifer.
She doesn't like the microphone. You got to push it away so she can get to you.
Come here. You're being such a jackass.
Well, no, push the camera.
I'm not going to push the microphone. She's fine. I spent too much time with these damn microphones. All right, so here we go. Let's rock and roll. We got too much to do. What we can do, Nick, it's okay, dude. It takes so long with doing this, but we're going to get it done. U.S. Embassy, Jerusalem is closed for remainder of the week. This is the current headline.
Really?
And we got that to work. We weren't able to do this. So Fox News says that Trump convenes Israel and Iran situation room meeting at the White House. It's my understanding he was at the summit and got out and immediately went in and had a meeting. So he arrived in Washington, D.C. right after leaving the G7 summit in Canada, and it was a little bit ahead of schedule. Left, and because of what's going on in the Middle East, Carolyn Levitt said on Monday that it needed his attention. Israeli ambassador to the UN told Fox and Friends on Tuesday that we are not going to tell the U.S. what to do. Ask Ryan to call in. That's fine.
He needs a link.
I'm going to get him a Skype link right now.
Okay. Let me let him know.
Zoom. Yeah, let's get Ryan in here. This will help. Oh, no.
He's the one who's been caught up on the news.
Well, I mean, I know a little bit, but I don't know enough. And we weren't ready for the show if only we had time. Sorry. It's just, you guys are going to have to get used to it. We're just kidding around. I feel so horrible about Leroy. He was here.
That's okay. His wife is leaving for a few days, so he's helping her with some stuff.
Oh, that makes me feel better.
So doing some stuff.
Okay.
So it's all good.
Okay, I'm just adding this. I haven't allowed this yet, so I'm allowing in so he can call in.
Got it.
Okay. Zoom account linked. allow new meeting. Sending you the link. Actually, I'll just send it to Ryan in our chat. There it is.
All right.
Tell him to come on in. All right. So we'll get Ryan Samuels in here. By the way, we've got 326 on. It's amazing. So anyway, so the U.S. Embassy closing. Now, why is this important? Why is it important for the U.S. Embassy closing? Is because usually that's a prelude to war or invasion. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what it does is it sets the tone that the United States is afraid that they will be targeted by Iran proxy, right, Liv?
Yes.
So the quote is, "We have no announcement about assisting private U.S. citizens who depart at this time. The State Department is always planning contingencies with private citizens, et cetera, et cetera. U.S. officials are aware that Ben Gurion Airport remains closed and that there are no commercial flights operating from there. Seaports in Israel are also closed," the alert said. So this is huge news. So, Liv, you're an American living in Israel. What are your thoughts? I mean, what are you thinking?
Get out of town. That's probably what I'm thinking.
Where do you go?
Well, I come back to America. I mean, if you're an American citizen, I would think.
Well, right. But if all the airports are closed, that makes it kind of difficult.
I don't know. Where would you go?
Well, you would get on the road, I guess. But there also is a dilemma here. Is that we need to consider is that you have Iran, which is exfilling, 1.5 million citizens right now are leaving Tehran. And Tehran is one of the largest cities in the Middle East, and their traffic ways are completely full. And they're struggling to get out. And let's face it, we don't want to kill Iranians. That's not what we're trying to do. The Iranian people are good people. I mean, up until 1970, it literally looked like a mini Cuba, not from the government, but poodle skirts and 57 Chevys, and it looks like a time capsule. Are you aware of this?
No.
Yeah, Cuba.
Oh yes, I am. It's like it's stuck in the 50s or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, and their refrigerators to their vehicles to everything. So, if you're Israel, what do? Tuner, we'll see you later, buddy. And here's the real dilemma with this whole thing. Is that Donald Trump has an incredibly difficult decision to make. Is he's got to decide, does he help Iran by not assisting them? Or does he help Israel by using B-2 bombers that are... What's up, Ryan?
Yo,
what up? Can you guys hear me?
What's up, my brother? We can, man. How are you?
I'm great. Listen, I'm on the road. I'm in New York. I had to jump on my crappy laptop just to emphasize how great your new cameras in studio look. So
thanks, buddy.
Dude, it looks so good. It looks so good.
Yeah, we're so happy. You got to get out here.
So here's the thing, man. I just drove from Florida to New York, and I was thinking because I was
get us on the way back. You can stay here. We got dinner for you. Everything you need. Done.
Text me because I go through Virginia. We'll figure that out. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, please.
Dude, Samuels, if you come through my state and you don't visit, I will hunt your ass down. And you might be a Marine, but trust me when I say this, I am a froggy and I will jump. Okay?
Island man, ninja pajamas. Just sneak up on the middle of the night. You know?
You got to stop by, dude. Imagine us sitting in here, having a whiskey, just chilling out. Talking, that would be awesome. We'd love to have you.
It'd be killer, dude. I'd love to be there and be part of it, man. It really does look just phenomenal. So really good job on that. And yeah, man, thanks for having me on, dude. I'm glad to be here as always. Like I was texting in the chat earlier.
Wait, Ryan, hold on. Ryan, hold on.
Yep.
You are echoing, and I know the fix. Hold on, everybody. Sorry, we got to fix this, Ryan, because this happens. And it has nothing to do with you. Let me see if I can fix this. So I am coming in on. All right. Ryan, go ahead and talk.
Yep. Can you hear me?
Anyone is he echoing now?
Let us know. Is he echoing?
Let us know. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, good. Now we're just seeing if we have echo. Thanks for letting us know, folks. This is something that's easy fix. We just have to fix it. By the way, 338 people in general pop. And on secondary networks, which we love the most, Wimkin and Rumble, we're sitting at another 150 plus. So well over 500 on. That's exciting. Echo or no echo?
Let us know. Better, smaller echo. Yes, still echo. Okay.
Still echoing a little. Ryan, just say a couple things real quick. Just give me test.
Test.
Okay, slight echo. Well, it can't.
It says
be.
better, but still there.
That could just be his connection.
He's traveling, yeah.
If it was as bad as it was, hey, Liv, go listen to the phone and check it. And Ryan, hang tight. You don't have to go right now, do you? Can you give me a few?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh no, dude, I'm good for whatever you need.
All right.
I'm in the hotel for the night. I'm an old man, dude. You know.
So what are you doing? What are you doing in New York?
So I came to my sisters. They live up in the mountains of PA. So I come up to visit them, and we just came up in. I'm in upstate New York. So I'm about an hour outside of Manhattan, and like every hotel is sold out. And I'm like running around. I got the Hilton Honors map and all that stuff. And I found the last room, and everybody's Jewish. Like every yarmulke is everywhere. So I'm assuming a lot of them are coming from Israel for sure. Flying in JFK or LaGuardia and staying here until coming here for safe haven or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a really bad echo.
Okay, how about now? Check it now.
Okay, it's got it.
Test 1 2 3. Test 1 2 3. Ryan, keep talking here. We're trying to fix this echo for you, buddy.
Yeah. So can
Ryan,
test,
can you hear us?
Test. Yeah, I can hear you.
Hey, Ryan, can you hear us now?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right, keep talking. We're trying to fix this echo, okay?
Okay. Yeah. So there's a lot of stuff going on. You know.
I don't hear an echo anymore. I do not hear an echo anymore.
Try it now. Ryan, just say Mary Had a Little Lamb for a second so Olivia can catch up with you.
Should I sing it? Should I sing it?
Sure, you should sing it. You should sing it. Do it. Yeah.
Test. Testing 1 2.
Okay, hold on.
There is an echo.
There's an echo now? Okay.
Yeah.
I got to remember how to do this. Just give me a second.
Yeah, it was gone for a second and then it came back.
Well, I turned the interview off. It's got to be in the say something real quick.
Say something real quick.
Okay, why is he over on that channel? Okay. So, source, audio. This is, see, if we had time, we would have been able to do all the bugs. Okay. Tried that. Can you hear me now? Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you fine. We're golden.
He can't hear us now. So
yes,
that's not it. You can hear us, but I can't hear you.
I can hear you.
Why can't I hear you? Say something.
I am talking. I'm talking. Talk.
What?
It's no echo at the moment.
No echo?
There, I got him. Got him. Fixed. Got him on a separate channel. Woo!
Whoa.
Go get him, Roadcaster.
Dude, that thing is awesome.
All right. Yeah. No, dude, I love the Roadcaster. And it's just a matter of trial and error. Okay, so I'm sorry. I ignored everything you said because I was working. Why are you in New York?
So I came up here to visit some family. My sisters live in the mountains of Pennsylvania. We came to upstate New York. My niece and nephew, like they ride motorcycles and stuff, or dirt bikes, and they do races. So I'm just up here for the week, just visiting them. And I was trying to get a hotel, and like all the hotels are sold out. And
Got it.
everybody is Jewish. So just yarmulkes everywhere. So I don't know. I'm just assuming it is New York, which has a very high Jewish population, but I'm assuming a lot of people are fleeing Israel. You know, especially now that it is fully on with Iran. Before they had the little drone pop shops, and the Iron Dome is perfectly capable of handling that. But now, they got all these ballistic missiles that they theoretically could overwhelm the Iron Dome. But Iran is just not capable of doing that right now, because this strike that Israel laid on Iran is like military perfection, dude. I mean, the way that they struck them, the whole thing was it could not have gone any better. They hit all of the nuclear sites, which I'm not 100% sold on the nuclear weapon deal. We can get into more of that in a little bit. I think that is a flashpoint to give them, I guess, public opinion probable cause for the strikes. I do think that Iran obviously poses a major threat to Israel. They want to wipe Israel completely off the map. That's their entire reason for existing, is to kill every Jew in the world and wipe Israel off the map. I'm not downgrading that at all, but if you listen to, Benjamin Netanyahu in 1995, he's saying that Israel, is 3 days away from a nuclear weapon, is 5 years away from a nuclear weapon. It's been this constant push, and they very well could have been, and I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it's a little bit coincidental. After Israel completely eliminates all of the nearest threats to them, the Houthis, the Hamas, they because in military tactics, you kill the threats closest to you, and then you start working on the ones farther away. So once they suppressed all the threats around them, then they immediately went after Iran, which they need to go after Iran. I'm not disagreeing with that. But the way that they execute it was absolutely like flawless. Iran is running around. They have no idea what to do. They're just getting completely and utterly shellacked. Israel controls, I think right now, about 50% of the airspace of Iran. So and Iran is unable to launch their ballistic missiles, because every time they try to launch like 60 or 70 ballistic missiles to overwhelm the Iron Dome, the second they launch one, Israel's taking out the entire site. So every time they launch, they expose where their missiles are, and Israel's right on top of it.
Well,
and
also understand, here's the thing, is we have our guided missile cruisers.
Yeah.
And the guided missile cruisers are engaging this. Arleigh Burke destroyers are also engaging these. But also Syria has network Iron Dome on the western side of Syria. So any of those missiles that cross path, which they have to, can be taken down by Syrian intercept forces, predominantly their air force, and then also man portable systems, and also fixed SAM surface-to-air missiles and acquisitions, which are everything from SA up till 3s to 7s can target acquisition those ballistic missiles. The thing that people need to understand is, and I understand the skepticism, but having a nuclear enrichment facility is much different than a camel with a scud on it. A camel, some lawn jockey riding a camel with a scud missile, saying weapons of mass destruction. And here's the thing: the weapons of mass destructions, we knew it was wrong, and we knew that those were shipped to Syria. And we knew they were no longer in Iraq, and then Assad used them. And the only two people on the planet Earth to use it since World War II, chemical weapons, is Vladimir Putin and Assad. So we knew that happened. So I don't consider the nuclear talks, even though the can's been kicked down the road. But Ryan, you also have to look at the line of suppression that Israel has done. They have killed hundreds of scientists for Iran. They have
fabulous.
They have. Well, but this is over 20 years of Netanyahu's reign, where they have killed scientists. They have stopped certain type of filament and metals and alloys shipments. They have put demolition, Semtex, and C4 style explosives in some of these shipments and blown the hell out of them. I mean, they have been constantly just like roach motelling a lot of this this nuclear program. But they most assuredly, they just tested an ICBM, a medium range ballistic missile, and actually reached the troposphere and then the ionosphere and then breached space. And that was about 6 months ago. Iran successfully did that. So they're working backwards here. They have the delivery system now. And if they get the bomb, we're in some deep shit. Joseph Hillstrom donated. Awesome set. Happy birthday to Ethan. Thanks for coming on tonight. So let me ask you a question. The thing is this. Israel hit some of these sites. We know that. And we know they hit them fairly hard. But we also know that they don't have the 30,000-pound bunker busters and also the other bunker busters which are classified that we can't talk about. There's not many depths that the United States can't hit. And I will tell you is that Iran doesn't have the ability to go that deep versus what we have that can hit them. Judy Gurley, $10.80. Love the new set. Great job. Thank you, Judy. So do you think we send some B-2s up from Diego Garcia, let them go through Egypt, let them come up through and Israel, cut over through Syria, and then hit Tehran and drop and take out those nuclear enrichment sites and assist? Yes or no? Your gut feeling. We'd love to get your thoughts on it.
You're asking me?
Yeah.
Should we as the United States?
Yeah.
Or you? Oh man. So this is tough for me.
Yeah.
And I've kind of been struggling with this. I'm a global war and terrorism veteran, infantry Marine, who really believed and bought into the WMD thing, George Bush. That's why I joined. I joined in like 2000, like right after 9/11. That's when I was in high school. So that's kind of why I joined. And then later on found out I was all duped. So it's very hard.
Yeah.
For me, it's extremely hard having that experience and losing a lot of very dear, close people to me who have now been gone longer than they were alive at the time. So, this is kind of what I've been thinking about because I've watched Tucker Carlson come out against Trump, against this Iran thing. The U.S. is really not super involved with it at the moment. But I do not. It's hard. It's really hard having that experience, as I'm sure you have a similar experience.
Yeah.
So, but am I opposed to the U.S. dropping bombs? I mean, no, not really. Now deploying an entire, fleet of Marines or the 82nd Airborne,
Right. Different story.
Completely different story. So yeah, I'm literally all about bombing Iran. I think Iran has been a problem for a very long time. If Iran had the capabilities, they would kill every American that they could get their hands on, the government at least. Fortunately enough, the government for us, the citizens of Iran, I think the approval rating of their government is about 20%, and 80% oppose their government. They hate it. The government is obviously tyrannical. They kill women if their ankle slips out of their skirt or their hair shows up, falls out of their head coverings. But yeah, so I'm all about bombing Iran, putting boots on the ground. Completely different story. Now, if Israel wants to go that route, then that's up to Israel. I think that I think a lot of people fail to realize how important Israel is and our alliance with Israel is to the geopolitical stature of the United States in that region. It's absolutely crucial. The intel that they give us, they really kind of, I mean, they're almost an extension of the United States, to be honest with you. But no, yeah, I'm definitely all for bombing Iran. I've said we should have invaded Iran before we invaded Iraq.
Yeah, well, that's the Iran-Iraq war. Angela Hillis, wow, the set looked great last night, but it looks amazing today. Happy birthday, Ethan. Real quick, Barry Morgenstein is taking a peek at the set. So Barry, our close-up camera here, which is pretty much our full interaction space. Olivia's interaction, And then we have our long view. Barry, the show's 2 hours. Love to see you on tomorrow. So my whole point of the question, Ryan, was Israel cannot hit those centrifuges and those areas unless they use the United States 30,000 plus bunker busters. They're not going to hit everything. So we have to send in those B-2s. Do you think that's what Trump was doing in the Situation Room today? We know this. We know he sat around and we also know there's some major intelligence failures, right?
Per usual.
Yeah, well, Tulsi Gabbard went up in front of Congress and said that Iran is not even close to reaching an ecliptic point of their nuclear missile program. And then today, a plethora of evidence came out that it was. And this is fresh intel. I mean, this is not something that's from 1962. This is up to the minute from MI6, from JPE, from the CIA, FBI, and Mossad that tell us that the entire world agrees that Iran is literally on the eve of having a nuclear weapon. That's how close it is. That's unilaterally agreed. And this is not everyone agreed with Iraq. That's why not everybody went in. So I know it's hard for you to trust intel. It's hard for me. But the only way we're going to take this puppy off the chain is by taking our puppy off the chain and going and hitting these sites. But the moment that we put B-2s in the sky to hit Iran, the moment we do that, 9/11 2.0 is in the works.
Yeah. And to me, it doesn't matter if they're on the way to make a nuclear weapon or not. They have to be dealt with, right? Because Iran is responsible for so much death and destruction of the United States.
Yeah.
Terrorist cells. I mean, they literally want to kill every one of you. Like they live for it. They chant death to America, death to Israel. So it doesn't matter if I'm sold in it or not. I agree with Israel strike primarily because they're such a threat to Israel. So without Iran, there is no October 7th. There is no Houthi rebels. There is no Hamas. There is no death and destruction.
Yeah, Hezbollah's going too.
Yeah, and Hezbollah too. And we had talked about that on the show because there was at the time they were talking about if Hezbollah was going to attack or not, and we had said if Hezbollah attacks, I mean the Navy, the Israeli Air Force is just going to wipe them off the map in like a week.
Well, yeah. Can I show you a video? It's funny you mentioned Israeli Air Force. I want to show Olivia too because I want Olivia to get in here, but I want her to talk about something. But I don't think people understand the United States firepower. Now, I get a lot of questions. Matt, is our military depreciated to a point where we're ill-effective? And the answer is no. Like people are like, China's got a lot of ships. They've got the wrong type of ships. But what they basically have is a bunch of buoys that we can sink. And then they go, well, China's got supersonic missiles that are about as accurate as a slingshot in a basketball. So what people don't seem to understand is that the United States by far is the strongest military force on the planet Earth times 80. You can combine every military from every country on the planet, and they still will not be more powerful than the United States, even they will be 1/10 the strength of the U.S. If you don't believe me, watch this real quick, just to give you some perspective. Olivia, we're going to move off of this, but watch this video. I think you'll find it very interesting. Largest air forces in the world in 2025. What a great video. Can you see this, Ryan?
Yeah.
All right, watch this. $551 military aircraft from Iran, which is now half. Algeria 605, Israel 612, Germany 618, 628 in Brazil, Greece 632, United Kingdom 664, Italy 800, Saudi Arabia 914. They're ranked number 12. North Korea 951. Surprising. France, who gives a shit? Turkey 1069. Egypt, shocker, 1080. They got a lot of MiGs. South Korea, Pakistan 1434. Japan 1459. Welcome to Yokohama. India 2200. China 3304. Russia 4200. And the United States, folks, no shit. This isn't a joke. This isn't even remotely a joke. 14,486 total military aircraft. The United States is in the business of weaponry and war. Let loose the dogs of war. Go ahead.
You know what I love about the United States? We just McDonald's everybody. Like, oh, you have 500 airplanes? We're just going to come at you with 15,000. We'll just, activate Boeing and just roll them off the assembly line, put capitalism to work.
Right. Well, that's the thing I'm trying to say is that the United States is so, I'm trying to find your stuff. Hold on. So immensely powerful. Once again, we're not ready for the show because we had to hurry on tonight. There's your talking head. So I want people to understand that the United States is in a very good position. My recommendation to President Donald Trump is a limited strike with contingencies on Israel, which would be that this strike would require them to sign the Abraham Accords with Saudi Arabia. Number one. Number two, that they would have an indemnified permanent ceasefire with Hamas, that they would have a rebuilding of Gaza, and a foreign country like Saudi Arabia or Egypt would have to take any stray radicals. But something to that effect is that the United States does not want to put our money in there to rebuild Gaza. We don't want to have this forever war. And in order to do this, that's what they have to agree to, or something of that magnitude.
Well, and I don't think Trump wants a forever war either.
No.
I don't. I think the far right people who are being super critical of this, by the way, shockingly, just over the top critical, I think, like Tucker Carlson, who's it, O'Banion or
Steve Bannon.
Yeah, Steve Bannon. They're talking about, he's just like they're acting as if Donald Trump declared war and is shipping the United States Marine Corps over to Iran, which is not even remotely close to what happened. He just said, okay, Israel, they're not coming to the table. We gave them 60 days. It's been 61 days. Let's show them that we're meaning business. You have my blessing. Go ahead and start bombing. It's essentially what happened, and then we provided almost more support to Ukraine with Russia than we have with Israel to Iran so far. I mean, we're obviously going to.
You're absolutely right. The entire 65 years with Israel, we've given them $363 billion. And what has that got us? It's gotten us relative peace in the Middle East. And you can't consider Afghanistan the Middle East. I'm sorry, you just can't. But relative peace in the Middle East because of it.
Sense of control.
Sure, control is a good word.
Yeah, a sense of control. We have somebody there that can put this, somebody on our side there. We have an ally there, essentially, and I hate to say it, but, oil, without oil, there is no United States. Those 14,000 aircraft are not leaving the ground.
That's
Sorry.
Right. And you're not going to have your lipstick, and I'm not going to have 95% of the things in this room without petroleum. Petroleum is in
plastic,
everything.
So, you don't have a country without that. And to allow, Islam religious fanatics control over that is an issue. Yeah, for sure. So Israel has been fundamental. But I think the furthest we have gotten involved is we said we'll shoot some missiles down that get launched into Israel from Iran. That's it. No aggressive action, no bombings or anything, even though, like I said, I fully support that. And I think there should be contingencies on that. I do think that a lot of countries, almost every country in the world, has taken advantage of America's generosity and our support, where we have got nothing in return for that support.
Yeah.
Like NATO being one of them, along with every other country that we have basically sacrificed our blood and treasure to help and protect. And I think Trump has really spoke about that. So I would imagine if he's going to give Israel some bunker busters, or the bunker busters 2.0s, that there's going to be some contingency on it. I mean, he's a guy who likes to make deals, and he knows how to make deals, and he knows how to squeeze people to making deals.
Right.
So he's going to leverage this for what's best with the United States.
So what do you think about, just real quick, doing a quick little this, and then I got to get to Olivia because I want her to talk about the senators and state legislators, senator who were killed and one who are in ICU. But the Israel Canal, this is an interesting thing because this opens up the access to the Black Sea, and it honestly stops us from relying on Egypt so much and kind of getting squished into control of shipping and receiving and everything else. And without the Suez, I mean, you're essentially going around the Cape, Yeah. So it's a huge piece, but this whole canal plan kind of helps Israel because it's not that it makes it more effective. It's not that it's a greater form of access. It gives one of our allies control over a place that militarily is absolutely essential to get to the Indian Ocean. It allows us to get our Mediterranean and Black Sea assets out quick and cut down through Israel with no stoppage from Egypt, which, let's face it, Egypt is about as stable as Britney Spears right now. So your thoughts on this is a pretty long piece of land, but it is literally at the bottom of the Gaza Strip, and half of the canal is Gaza, and you have to ask yourself the question, is there a method to that madness?
It's going to get rid of Gaza and make it a canal.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, put the biggest American naval base in the world right there. That's what I would do.
I mean, that's kind of, the Gaza Strip's a problem. It's always been a problem. Everybody talks about, Hamas, but the people in Gaza overwhelmingly support Hamas. They support the death and destruction of Israel and Americans. Now, that's not me saying they should all be killed or whatever. That's just an observation that area should be broken up, and those people should be dispersed and not isolated in their own radical political echo chamber where they just stew about, putting little Jewish babies in ovens or American babies in ovens, because that's what happened on October 7th. But yeah, I'm definitely all for that, to have the Israeli canal and have effectively, if Israel has control over it, the United States has control over it. But yeah.
All right. So real quick news, Kristi Noem, people are asking about her and saying, what's wrong with Jessica? Or not Jessica, but Kristi Noem. Sorry, I was reading Jessica. This is great seeing chat. Like, I'm reading all the chats, Liv.
I know.
I mean, we have 4 75-inch TVs here. So, like, I can see all of Olivia's windows. She can see mine, and we can, like, cross-pollinate. This is nice. So, Kristi Noem had an allergic reaction. She was hospitalized. Just FYI. So, she's fine. DHS spokesman said she had an allergic reaction. She was transported to the hospital out of an abundance of caution. She is alert and recovering, which means that she's dehydrated and she's got a serious case of the shits. While you were sleeping and while we were building the set, which has taken up most of our life, Olivia had a chance to see some stuff that took place that was pretty damn shocking. An execution, number one, and then an attempted assassination attempt of state legislators. Olivia, kind of walk us through the details. what's going on and kind of how this happened, and then we can kind of compare notes. But would love to hear what your thoughts are.
Well, what I saw on the news the other day was that I don't know if she was a congresswoman.
Yeah,
I'm
there's
not-
state legislature and then senator.
Okay, yeah. So the state legislator, her and her husband were shot and killed, execution style. It was a man that was wearing a police uniform, had a police car or a car that looked like a police car, and was impersonating a police officer, managed to get into their home and killed them, and then went to the senator's house and shot both him and his wife. As far as I know, they survived ICU.
Sorry about that. I
But-
had to yell for the kids. I've been asking for 20 minutes. Sorry, go ahead.
And she even read on the text, and she's
Yeah.
like, she's not listening. She could be in the shower. But so as far as I know, they both survived and they're in ICU. But I haven't heard anything else about their condition. They did find the guy yesterday, and he did get arrested.
It's kind of weird, though.
It is. They are charging him with 4 second-degree murder charges. Why not premeditated? That just doesn't make sense, because you dressed your car up as a police car, you got a police uniform, you're impersonating a police officer. That sounds like it's premeditated. I think that's first-degree murder, in my opinion, but that's just me.
Hold on. Ethan! Sorry. Yeah, being a dad, I tell you what, man.
It's hard, man.
I've been calling him for
It's
30
almost
minutes.
like they want you to get up instead of yell. It's crazy.
Well, it's kind of hard on this show to get up. So people are asking if I can see replies. Hi, are you okay? Were you sleeping? Were you
What?
trying?
What was wrong? Why did we catch you in the worst time?
Oh my God. Can I get some chapstick, please? And I love you. I don't have any. Just go ask brother, please. Hunt him down. All right. One had 8 bullet wounds. The other had 9 wounds.
Jeez.
This whole thing catching him, it just doesn't make any sense. The cop supposedly was there, then left. Then the killer came in, did the shooting, and then came back and engaged with the shooter. So I guess what happened is they got the kill list. So this guy went and shot and killed the state legislator, right?
Yes.
Then went to the senator's house. But the kill list they already had at that point and knew his identity.
So they were doing a wellness check or something, and that's when they found him.
Sorry, I switched to you and you stopped talking. So we got to work on that. So they did a wellness check and then they engaged with this guy. So Liv, your thoughts on this, then Ryan, and then I got some thoughts on it. Go ahead.
Well, I think it's absolutely ridiculous, and I'm going to blame the media.
Okay.
Because they have been spewing hatred.
Thank you.
And they're saying that these riots are peaceful. So people burning stuff.
Does that have anything to do with a political assassination? What does that have to do with it?
But it's the fact that the media is calling rioting peaceful. So what's to say something else isn't peaceful? They're pushing the violence, they're pushing the hatred, and they're pushing the hatred towards politicians. And honestly, politicians today don't really deserve much respect because they all suck, but they still don't deserve this. And it's the media in the last few years, all they've done is push hatred. And they are partly to blame.
You know, the update is that they pulled over the wife and stopped her in a traffic stop, and she had passports and money in the car. Well, I'm going to do the same thing, right? Like, I'm sorry, if all of a sudden my wife goes out and clacks off a couple I'm getting the hell out of town. Or am I calling the authorities and saying, dude, how can I assist? I had nothing to do with this crazy loony. I do the latter. I don't get my passports and my cash and bugger out Thank you, son. Is that what you do, Ryan, or am I on drugs?
Well, it's hard because, you hear things from the media that's not true, right? Some people just carry their passport on them, and who doesn't have cash some of the time. So the media, this lady could have just had her passport in her purse as she normally does, and a $20 bill, and the media's headline is passport and cash found in car of murder suspect's wife. So it's hard to really know the context of that. Now,
Bless you.
I think Liv made a very good point about the media, and I'll take it a step further. I think they have not only encouraged violence, they have moralized it. They have made it as you're almost a celebrity if you conduct these sort of acts, like Luigi Mangione, the guy who killed the healthcare CEO, is a hero. He's got fan clubs. People took to social media. It's justice. It's some sort of moral compass vigilante, which I think definitely, I don't want to say inspires people, but makes people fear less repercussion to go do things that they maybe already thought of. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the other thing is when it comes to the mass shootings and, Luigi Mangione and all that, the media makes a huge deal out of it. And especially in the mass shootings, they're more focused on who the perpetrator was and who that person was, as opposed to the victims. What they need to do is they just need to say, this person was arrested, and move on and focus on the victims and stop giving people like that headlines and stop giving them airtime,
it's fair.
because people want the publicity.
Yeah.
And somebody who's crazy like that is going, you know what? I'm going to go out and blaze fire, and I'm going to get the publicity that I want. I'm going to get the publicity that I never got in school when everyone bullied me and I was, invisible to everyone. So I'm going to make sure I'm seen. And the media has got to stop focusing on the person who did it and start focusing on the victims and the people who lost their lives or were a part of this.
Yeah. It's like these things never make sense, because that's the issue of not having all the details, right? I mean, speculation becomes a priority when there are gaps that you can't fill. So I'm not worried about that, but I'm with Ryan. Cash and passports, those aren't the things. Now, if she says she has her bearer bonds, like she physically has, 12 stacks of bearer bonds and all of her fine jewelry, and right,
and
right.
She's got bags packed. In
right.
The
She's got
trunk
her
of the car.
Right. Cougarans or
tickets to Mexico and
right. And stuff like that. Now that's different. But my thoughts on this are pretty simple. Like, I'm not going to overcomplicate it. Do I believe that politicians need to be feared or fearful? Yes. Like, I'm just going to be honest. I think a little bit of fear is going to be very healthy for some politicians, because after the congressional baseball game, even though that wacko Bernie Sanders supporter came in and shot Steve Scalise, they kind of flew right for about 9 months and straightened up and started working together and get some things done. When the senator was shot in Arizona, it's the same thing. It's not a good thing. There's no ancillary benefit from this. It's lawless. It's crazy. It's stupid. But there's a but. And the but is, if you're going to sit here and saying Trump's a Nazi, a literal Nazi, if you're going to sit here and say that the opposition is evil and socialist, communist, Hamas supporters, and then you're going to say that all Trump supporters are Nazi, white nationalist, alt-right, stealing democracy, we'll never have another free and fair election again, then it's justified in those people's, the opposite side, to do whatever it takes to stop those people. We can all agree, right? I mean, is that fair? Can we agree that that's what's happening?
Yeah,
Right.
100%.
Okay, so once you do that, it then just doesn't translate to everyday citizens. It translates to the people who are in the spotlight making the decisions and are making this happen. And whether that be some Christian nationalist, which they're trying to paint this guy as, or a former Tim Walz employee who lost his mind because both of those people voted against insurance for illegals, and then now all of a sudden, whatever it be, there is no reason for this. Unless you're trying to teach politicians a lesson that Americans are no longer for sale, stop selling us out, take care of us at home, balance the budget, get our deficit under control, protect our borders, or more of this will happen. If that's the message, then maybe this will get some results. But if that's not the message, then you're going about it the wrong way. At least that's my take. And Brian, Liv, anybody else want to chime in on that?
Nope, I think I said my 2 cents.
Yeah.
I mean, is it
You know,
fair?
and I think it's very fair. So here's the American dilemma, right? That nobody ever talks about, that everybody's afraid to talk about. The first written and passed law of the United States of America is the Declaration of Independence, that literally justifies violence against the government at a certain point. So the question is at what point is it okay, right? So and uniquely enough, you can never invoke, the Declaration of Independence in any, law case for defense or defense against tyranny or anything like that. But that's something that is never talked about, because that's exactly what our founding fathers did.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that is, and I'm not, full disclosure, I'm not saying that any violence against politicians is okay. The Ryan Samuels show and Ryan Samuels does not advocate for violence against politicians.
Right.
That's not what
Nobody.
I'm saying.
We're not saying that at all.
We're not saying that at all. This is a philosophical question of a philosophical American traditional morality question. Our founding fathers who founded this country did it because they taxed tea too much.
Right.
So,
well, not come on, that wasn't the only reason. There was gun confiscation, there was land seizure, there was civil forfeiture. I mean, there was a lot
of troops. There was
right,
quartering of troops.
Right. There was a lot of reasons. It wasn't just for fucking tea. That was the straw that broke the camel's back, so to speak.
Yeah. So, but that's a question that nobody ever talks about, and I've seen it. People come close to it on like Fox News or CNN, and then they're like, "Oh, don't go there. Oh, don't go there." But that's just something I always found interesting.
Yeah. I completely get it. Listen, my last point is this: if there's anybody that deserves the ire and the petulant focus of the American people, it's the politicians and the media. And if there are times like, okay, so it's like say somebody goes and kills a family of 12. Olivia, do you put them to death, or do you put them on death row for the rest of their lives?
Put them to death.
Okay, right. You kill them. So we know this, right? And that's a good thing. Everyone agrees?
Yes.
So guy kills family of 12, kids, they put him to death. That's a good thing, right?
Oh, did he freeze?
No, Ryan, are you there?
Okay.
So it's a question. It's not rhetorical. Guy kills family of 12. You put him to death. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I'm not. Okay. I'm not a huge death penalty person.
I understand that.
I'm not completely against it.
Right.
Here's my thing with the death penalty is I don't necessarily like it or enjoy it.
Right.
But I would never fight to take that option off of the table for a family who has suffered at the hands of another.
Right. You make my point perfectly, is that we have a panel of 3 here. 2 out of 3 agree. 1 doesn't, because it's perspective, right? You have perspective that says, well, it really depends on the moral ideology of that person. But every person in the United States, every person to a man, woman, and child agrees that politicians suck.
Yeah.
And the media sucks. That's one thing we can all agree with. But we pick sides because we don't want the other people who suck worse, in our opinion, to win. But if we had another choice, I'm confident that the United States would pick somebody else. But right now, this is what we got. This is who they put in front of us, and we voted for it. My point is that if everyone agrees that politicians and the media are the root of the evil in the U.S. today, poisoning the minds of kids, poisoning the minds of fellow citizens, then what's justified in that eyes? If state-run propaganda in Nazi Germany need to be eliminated, do we support it? Of course we do. If that lady who was putting on Iranian news propaganda and sending out locations of Jews living in Iran on the news media, and Israel hits that building, is it justified? Yes, of course it is. You have to ask yourself the question, just because we're Americans and we believe in law and order, at some point, is America going to get sick and tired of these politicians and media people and finally take things in their own hands? Yes, and that's going to continue until these people straighten up and fly right. That's my point.
Yeah.
Right or wrong? That's the point.
Right. Yeah.
More of the same is on the way until these people figure it out. It is. It's not going to stop. Because
the problem is that it's supposed to be a system where we can just vote these people out. But they've corrupted it.
Right.
Just so bad. I mean,
right.
Congressional district lines where we're going to, hold on, we're going to go loop this county for Republicans because it's, they all vote red, and then we're going to go around this way. It's not like boxes, it's like strategically placed around so that they can hold the seat and hold the county, so that the person basically sits there perpetually. Like it doesn't matter what AOC says or does, she's going to stay there because she's the Democrat in the Bronx,
and she's hot.
Like it's not. It's not going to change.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. But listen, when you take away civil and peaceful discourse and the ability to remove your elected officials in a partisan or bipartisan manner through voting, and you take away those options, what other choice do people have? And it's not the choice that I have. My choice is to just keep my nose to the grindstone and keep reporting the news and the truth. But when you deal with heavily emotionally charged people who have struggles, who feel slighted by the U.S. government, and they were trained to do things that make the belly go puke in other forms of the world, and they come home and they're not taken care of, and they're not well, and they're struggling to adapt to civilian society, some of these people will take matters in their own hands. And that is the dangerous line that is being crossed by media and politicians. 51.99 by Mel. Sorry, I'm late. Ran out of time. Happy birthday, E. Thank you, Mel. We love you. I'm not advocating for violence. I'm advocating for media and politicians to wake the frack up, or else this will continue in some way, shape, or form. Got another question from somebody. It's been up for a while. And the question was, do Ryan and I think that Gitmo and Cuba are vulnerable right now because of this conflict in the Middle East and Russia and everything else? My answer is absolutely not. If you attack Cuba in any way, shape, or form, you are going to have two superpowers like Russia and the United States up your keister. Russia doesn't have the capacity to take Ukraine. They couldn't take Cuba if they wanted to. You're not going to take something literally that's 30 miles off the coast of the United States and expect to hold it. I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's a Del Taco. You're going to get wrecked. You just don't have the supply side to hold Cuba. So if the United States wanted Cuba, it would literally mean that we would park a carrier on the east side of it and sit there, and we would liberate Cuba in 2 minutes. And Russia couldn't do a effing thing about it. We're safe in Cuba. Go ahead, Ryan.
Considering it's 350 miles from the entire eastern seaboard's United States naval fleet, I don't think that I don't think it would go very well uh,
Yeah. Yeah.
for anybody who tried to take Cuba.
Not from a long-term perspective for sure, right? I mean, but no, I think Cuba is safe. I think there's a lot of strategic areas that Russia would like to take advantage of. It certainly isn't going to be anytime soon. Other news going on. Ryan, do you have anything else that's huge for you?
No, like I said, the Israel-Iran thing is obviously the biggest thing. It is jamming up all of the news. Did you talk about the No Kings protest?
No,
Was that
let's talk about it. Go ahead and you start us off, and then we'll talk about it.
and the military parade too.
Yeah,
Trump's military
I
parade.
told you guys that wasn't a good idea. I told you it was a little cheese.
I haven't heard anything about it.
Yeah, well, let's
Apparently,
go ahead.
yeah. Oh, apparently, so there was a No Kings protest, and I think you could probably find it and pull it up, Matt. Trump released probably, I think, the funniest truth on Truth Social I've ever seen about the No Kings protest. Basically, a bunch of liberals took to the streets like they usually do, and had this protest about, No Kings. They deployed. LA got completely out of control. LAPD couldn't handle it. This is the truth that Trump put out to all of the No Kings protesters. Huge thank you to all the No Kings protesters yesterday. I was very concerned a king was trying to take my place, but thanks to your tireless efforts, I am still your president.
He's such a troll. I mean, come on.
He's so good. He's so good, man. I was crying, laughing, reading that.
No, listen. A lot of people like the vets loved it. Yeah, but does everyone think it was does everyone think that was $47 million worth of a parade?
No,
I didn't see it, but no.
All right, well, let's look at it real quick. Go.
And that's not something we do, man. That's not what we do as the United States.
I said every single veteran agrees with me.
We don't have to do that, dude. We are too big for that. We don't play in your little parades. One of our National Guard states have more equipment than half of the countries in the world.
Right. So true. So freaking dude, like Montana has a bigger military than like 50% of everybody out there.
The citizens of Montana, forget that,
Well, that's the truth.
Yeah, just the rednecks with the guns who are the greatest people in the world.
Not everyone in Montana is a redneck, Ryan.
Yeah, right.
I know, but I love rednecks. They're the greatest thing in the world.
Here's the video, and this one was kind of interesting. This little march here where everyone was out of step.
This is the regular army. Yep, just walking. Or is that a National Guard unit?
I don't know.
Can't see the patches.
Dude, they're so not Marines. Get your freaking knuckles on your inseam or swing properly, right? They're out of step.
Now what you should do, you see this? Now compare it to the Chinese parade and watch how they march.
No, dude, I don't need
We
to.
look like idiots.
We look like complete idiots.
We look like just dog shit.
Look at that guy rendering arms. I mean, it's just like, it's like, dude, they're so out of step. So it's a little embarrassing, dude, to me. I mean, it's like, if you're going to do this, if you want to look like a dictator, then make sure that all your people are whipped into shape where if they're out of step, you take out their families or something. It's like, I don't know, man. I just thought it was too much. I
get what he was trying to do. I think it was more for the Army's 250th birthday.
Right.
Than it was like an American military parade. I think that the media kind of twisted that to try to make him look more like a dictator or whatever. I don't really know the truth.
Why didn't he do one for the Marine Corps and the Air Force?
I don't know. It's a great question.
Yeah, I mean, if you're doing it for Army and it's not for your birthday or a show of force, then why didn't you do? I mean, Marine Corps had a birthday this year. So did the Air Force. So did the Navy. They all have. It's just a question. It's just a question. But look at this. I mean, dude, where's the Marine Corps? Where's the dress blues? Gotta love the salute. That's fine. Tuck the thumb a little bit, but you know,
dude, like the silent drill platoon would have just put everybody to shame. They all would have went home.
Well, of course, the media said nobody was there. That's not true. There were people there. I mean, it wasn't 500,000. Nobody wants to go to Washington D.C. Plus the weather.
You couldn't get freaking in.
Yeah,
to DC. You had to drive the metro. All of DC was just cut off from anyone. There's no way you could drive into DC. You had to drive the metro or ride the metro in, and then walk there. Plus, it's like we're in Seattle right now, and it has been raining for like 2 months straight. So
it really has.
I mean, it's seriously.
I literally feel like I want to like send Olivia a letter in the mailbox and get some curly hair and start.
That was through.
Just go hold a boombox out in the driveway.
Yeah,
dude, that was through email.
That was say anything. Oh, was it?
I was thinking of You've Got Mail.
Was that? Oh, You've Got Mail was email.
Got Mail. Yeah.
All right, see, that's how stupid that fucking movie is. I've never seen it, and I have no desire to watch it.
I love that. I love that movie.
I know you do. I love you.
Ryan was
love
great.
you.
But no, seriously, it's been raining for like 2 months.
2 months
straight. 2 months.
Yeah, it's been bad. By the way, just want to let people know, these are the largest numbers that I've seen in years.
The light is blocking it. I can't see it.
So the DUM show here, Liv. I'll flash it up here. See it? The DUM show, Twitter, 304, 23 on YouTube. We're trying with a downvote. You have fat thumbs. We don't get downvotes. 75 on Facebook, which is just so stupid. And then, of course, we've got quite a few on Webkin and Rumble as well, plus 150. So, I mean, we're sitting 550. Go ahead.
You know what I love? I love that when you had 120,000 followers on Facebook, you had 75 live viewers.
Isn't that insane?
Now that you've doubled your following,
we have 75.
It's identical.
This is bullshit, dude. Facebook.
Dude, I know.
They hate me. Like if they would just if they let us actually have the ratio that Benny has and his algorithm, I guarantee I'd beat Benny's show every night. I guarantee I'd beat Benny.
Benny says things that don't even make any sense half the time.
I know.
I'm like, dude, what are you talking about? Like, you couldn't be more wrong.
Yeah, I know.
And like, I like the guy, but I know I'm not the only one watching that, thinking that.
Listen, I'm not bagging Donald Trump on the parade. I'm bagging that we're spending money on things that should go into veterans' pockets more than anything else, right? I just. Guys, we are $37 trillion in debt. We don't need a parade. We need a freaking accountant to balance it. We need Ben Affleck, the accountant, to go solve some problems for us, right? I'm sick of this. We're spending too much money, man. Too much money. Ryan, I want to thank you, buddy, for coming in here and guinea pigging it with us. And we're gonna tomorrow. I'm gonna get all the cells done, so when we transfer, all the images are beautiful. I've got to figure out about this image. I think we're gonna do a digital zoom on it, and come in a little bit, not that much, but when we're on the show, we're gonna do something like that, and have it
a double. Yeah,
just for Olivia and I, right there. But we got to figure out the bugs. Honestly, I probably need to add a 6th camera to be completely transparent with you, but we're going to get our 5 cameras and we'll figure everything out. But I appreciate you, buddy, for coming on. And then, dude, you call me and you get your butt out here. You come out for dinner, have a whiskey, hang out.
For sure, dude. Because
Seriously.
I'm either on the west side on 81 in the Blue Ridge Mountains, or I'm on 95. So you're somewhere in between.
95 is us, right, Liv?
Yeah, we're also in the Blue Ridge Mountains.
Yeah, I can see the Blue.
I-95 is like 30 minutes away, but we're in the Blue Ridge Mountains.
My backyard is Blue Ridge. I am on the base of the Blue Ridge Mountains.
Okay. Yeah. So I go right by you, basically.
Yeah. If you,
I'll send you our address tonight, and you can GPS it and see where we are on your way.
Dude, we would love to have you
Okay.
on the show. I mean, that would be awesome. That would be great to have
That
you
would
here.
be awesome because we've been talking about that since what, day one?
Yeah.
A couple years ago.
Yeah. Well, Damani's flying out with his wife and kid, and they're going to come stay with us for a little bit. So
Yeah, man.
Damani will be here. We're working on Ted Nugent. It looks really good. We just got to reach out to him on and his scheduler.
Oh, dude, Uncle Ted.
Uncle Ted. Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's my boy, dude.
We're getting there, buddy. Things are good.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, man. Listen, I'm gonna catch you later. We'll get you back on, but get your butt out here. You better swing by before you leave town.
I will, man.
Yes, please.
All right, Ryan.
All right,
See you,
bro.
buddy. Bye. Peace.
Bye.
Ryan Samuels. You catch Ryan Samuels over at the Ryan Samuels Show on Facebook. Just a good dude, human being. We love him. He's a good friend of the show, and he is amazing. So, Olivia,
Yes.
a little bit of reflection time. What do you think of our setup? What's good? What's working? What needs some love?
I've got to figure out where to put my windows, and we got to get me Ecamm.
Oh, okay.
It's driving me nuts because I can't see anything.
Okay. So
So
we'll
we
do
have
that.
to log me into Ecamm, and then I got to figure out where all my windows are going to go, so it makes a little more sense.
Okay, I will get that done tomorrow. What else?
But-
Anything else?
No, I mean it's just getting.
It's nice. All the chats, right? They're
yeah,
huge.
it's just pinning everything down and getting the fine points done. I mean, we didn't get a chance to do anything.
Because of time.
No, we didn't have time. I mean, we just switched my computer over, but even though we just mirrored my old computer to the new one, you still have to re-log into everything because it's a new computer. And so I've got to do that. I've got to get all my stuff set up for the show. So it's just the little things. And then I guess it would be just getting everyone's feedback or, what people think.
Well, we should just open it up for feedback.
Yeah.
real quick.
What people think as far as the windows. Do you like it when it was both our windows were up at all times? Or do you like the individual like it is right now? And then back to the, so what are everyone's thoughts on that?
So real quick, before we get into that, I just want to cover something. There's been people that have been putting things out that this parade was paid for by fundraising. It's not. It was paid for by the American taxpayer. Donald Trump did put some individual donations into it and his own money, but between the overall expenses, the estimation is about $45 million.
I thought it was 145.
No, 45 million. Up to 16 million earmarked solely for repairing DC roads damaged by the vehicles. Cost for soldier meals and lodging, roughly 9,000 troops with per diem. Overtime pay for DC police and security. This was taxpayer. This was a taxpayer burden. And I'm all about not increasing taxpayer burden. Yeah, I know, Amy. Once again, we had no time to set up the windows. I know. It's good feedback, but Ryan's picture came in. Like, I want this shot right here to be the shot we kind of do when we're watching videos live and when everybody's kind of talking or there's a little bit of an argument or whatever. But what I want, just so everyone understands, is I want the old box format that we did, which will be like this. And it's going to be like this. And then Amy and Leroy by our side. And we'll be doing it like this. And then when an individual's talking, we'll switch to, I can't do it right now.
Yeah,
but we'll switch. You guys,
we got to set everything up. Well, you have to set everything up. I don't know how
yeah,
to do
you guys
anything.
understand what I'm saying. So we'll get that all set up so it's seamless. You can see all four of us. This long range view, I want this to be a random shot. Like when all of a sudden I'm like, okay, well, Olivia and I'll do it. Ready? So Olivia, you've been really grumpy the last couple of days.
I have.
Yeah, you have. You've been really horrible.
That's great.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's not really good. So, but you get my point. We'll have a conversation like this, but it's going to be boxed like it always is, with our individual windows where you can see us. But when a person starts going off, that's what we're going to do.
Yeah, because when we're having basic discussion, having all of stuff, but when somebody's really saying, having their moment.
Olivia's side has a yellow. Okay, guys, slow down. I'm not ready for this feedback. Holy shit. Liver, can you read this to me, please?
I'm trying. Where?
Okay, first of all, folks, we are at $227 in donations. We really need to hit it. We would appreciate it if you guys have a chance. We haven't talked about it.
Okay, I see
thedumshow.com/donate, please. If you have not had a chance, please go there and donate. I have to make all the cells. I'll get it done.
Olivia's side has a yellow undertone versus Matt's side, which has pink undertone.
Yeah, Olivia's too orange.
can see it in
This
the
is
skin tone on the
look at the
side.
colors. This is actually what the camera should look like. And I have a little bit of light not on my face because of the hat. And we'll figure that out. And the glasses, it reflects. But Olivia looks good, but it's too orangish.
Do you think the bottles has something to do with it?
No,
behind
I
you?
think it is that we didn't have time to go ahead and set all the cameras up the same and all the lights the same temperature, and we have a mishmash of lighting, and that's the problem because we didn't have enough time because I felt rushed and pressured that I had to be out here on the show.
And said person's not even here.
It would probably work better if y'all were in the two middle seats. Yeah, that can't happen.
Unfortunately.
So my
not.
station needs to be here because this is where the cabling is. And I've told Olivia to be here. She doesn't want to sit next to me, I guess.
Nothing to do with it.
Why don't you want to sit here?
Easier for the TV. I thought.
Not really. You're right here. It's no big deal. It's the same thing. But I don't mind that because that's not the way we're going to be. You guys, it's going to be like this. Let me see if I can I'll just pull up a scene. All right. This is the way it's going to be. There's going to be a camera here. There's going to be a camera here. So there's mine. There's Olivia. Okay. And then we'll have a guest. Can they see that guest?
Mm-hmm.
They can see that guest box. Are you sure?
Let's find out.
All right. We'll just pretend that that's a guest. There's a guest box. So you guys have watched the show for 4 years. This is what it's going to look like. We'll do that.
Oh, yeah, you can see the outline.
Okay, we'll do that. And I'll set up. I'm too tired to do it right now. But basically, this is what we'll do. Or we'll do this. This is also another great way to do it. Is because we're minimalist now,
You could put the big screen on the bottom.
we can do this. So there's a lot of things we can do.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3. We can do that. And I think that's what we're probably going to do is something like this. And then we'll put the Dome Show logo and then when Olivia talks or I start talking, blah, 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 it goes to me. And then when Olivia talks, it goes to her. So watch, it'll be like this. Okay, so we're talking, blah, blah, blah. And I think blah, 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 blah. Say something like blah, blah, blah.
I think blah, 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 blah.
Well, I don't
blah,
give
blah,
a
blah.
shit about your blah, 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 blah,
Well,
blah.
I don't
blah.
like your blah, 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 blah.
Well, you can go blah yourself.
Me too.
So that's basically what we would do. But we didn't have enough time to do it. Mm-hmm.
It literally, we were setting up my camera at like 6:55.
Beeb says you can't do shows like this on the phone visually wise. It's too small.
I can see where having the big one that it's on right now, that's really hard to see on the phone. So that's where having our
Well, how are you
pictures
holding it
up.
on the phone? That's the question.
If you do it this
Do it
way,
landscape.
you can't because then you can't see chat.
Well, then get on a computer.
Unfortunately,
your
a lot of
TV.
people don't have access to
Oh,
that.
I'm looking at it on sideways. This looks great.
Yeah, but you don't have access to chat, and people want access to chat. That's the thing.
All right. Well, we got to figure it out because we got to get 4 seats. So either we got to get rid of the 9mm. I mean, we could do this. Okay, let's see. Hold on. How's this? How does everyone feel about that? Like right there. Because I think that looks good. It's got most of the background in there. No, it's not the microphone. Mr. Holiday, I believe the set is first step. Big things coming from you guys. Thank you, Maddie. No, it's not the microphone that's doing it, guys. It's that's not the way that a cheap camera would do that. Folks, watch this. I'll show you one thing. We probably forgot to do this because we didn't have any time.
What did we forget?
There.
Oh,
Olivia's
that looks
fixed.
much better. Yeah, it's too bright on the back.
No, look above you.
Oh.
That light was on. It's not supposed to be on. And my light, I know what's wrong with my light. I don't have enough. My camera settings aren't right. I've got the aperture down way too much. It's not right. And I know it because I didn't get a chance to set my camera because we didn't have time. I've already addressed this like 50 times. See, like I can turn up the brightness, but that's too harsh. So my settings, my aperture is down way too much. It's not allowing enough light. I need to turn up my ISO.
Yes, the big camera's in the center of the table, so it can see everything.
Yeah. See, look, that's a little better. But it's really white. But that's the setting in the camera. Does that make sense? Can the camera be lowered a lot more straightforward view instead of a downward view? Sure. Olivia won't be able to see her TV then.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's the way it's got to be. To be in the center of the room, it's right in the center of one of my TVs, and I wouldn't be able to see anything. So.
You guys, it's either that or put computer desks on the thing, and then we lose 4 seats. There's not a desk. I mean, we start putting Macs on here. Can't do it. These TVs, we've got like, there are some things I can do with this camera. Yeah, Joanne, I agree with you. I think what we're going to do is this camera, we can bring it down a little bit to kind of be in the middle and overhang. I just need to get a different attachment. My face is red. I'm also exhausted. I'm exhausted. And my face gets what color when I get tired, honey?
You get red. If this puts it into perspective, we haven't played Diablo in over a month, just so you guys know.
I haven't done anything.
We haven't done anything.
I got my first haircut for a month today, and I fell asleep in the chair.
I mean, seriously, I've done my laundry once in 4 weeks, and it's still sitting in the dryer. See, we haven't had time to do anything.
So are we collecting feedback?
I don't know. I haven't written anything down. I think we're all just kind of addressing it now.
All right.
And most of it's the same thing. It's our lighting and that we're looking different. And it's the stuff we already knew needed to be fine-tuned. We needed to sit down with our lighting. We needed to sit down with the cameras and figure all that out. So I think that's the main thing was the lighting.
See, because you guys can look at me right now. It's the same color. I'm red. Guys, I have a dark beard. I've got a weathered face. I'm wearing a hat. And look at Olivia. Her color's right spot on too. Watch. Olivia looks just like she does in this. And I look just like I do in this. That's just the way I look. But the problem is I'm wearing a hat and the light's coming right here, but it's not getting underneath here. So all I need to do is take off my glasses, number one, and then take off my hat and do my hair and turn this light down a little bit and get my camera sets right, but I can't because I didn't have any time. Uncle Stumpy says, honestly, I think everyone just needs to stop fussing. Wow. Yeah, wouldn't that be interesting? If you were able to bring it down a little bit, you could see your sons in the front of the desk better. Yeah, I know. Matt, I have similar coloring before I went gray, but the tired thing, yeah, I'm the same way, Michelle. So once again, we haven't had the opportunity to truly tune this in.
Yeah, and I think tomorrow, like I said, I've got a 4-day weekend. I do work tomorrow. But I think Matt still has some more stuff we have to do.
Oh my God, are you kidding me?
Well,
yeah, I've got another 10 hours of work in here.
We've got to set up the other 2 cameras. And we're done with all the major construction. This is how it's going to be. The backdrop's done, everything. The two major things we have to do is hang up the other cameras. After that, it's just the fine tuning of everything, getting the cameras in where they need to be and the lighting. And that's where Hayden can help, because since she's my size, she can stand in for me and help you do the lightings and the cameras and stuff like that. And then the other stuff is just getting, because like I said, the new computers, you mirror it, but you still have to pretty much redo everything. And being a new set, you've got to redo all of the graphics and stuff. So unfortunately, you've got a lot more work when it comes to that.
I did ask for the feedback, and I appreciate it. The feedback is fantastic. I agree with you on the middle camera. I wanted it to be lower. And I think, Liv, what if we do this? Are you ready?
I'm listening.
Since we're not going to have 4 people on anytime soon, well, that's not true, because Amy's going to be here, and I guarantee we'll have a guest.
Did she say she's coming here every night that she's on now?
What did I say?
Okay.
That's
there
right.
You go. Okay.
Yep. What we could do is have the 4-person when we have 4 people there, but maybe make it easy to switch the camera to put it right in the middle here, which would take care of you and me. I don't know. I mean, this, like, how is this worse than PPD podcast? How is this worse than Tim Pool when he pounds out? I don't know. To me, this is not an all-time view that I want. Like, this view is for preview. Thank you for the donation. Thomas Austin, keep up the good work. Like the new studio. Well, that's exciting. That's good. First of all, it's really good to hear.
Yeah. I think the 4-person camera, it was something we both wanted to do to when we have guests. I don't think it was the main camera that we wanted to have on, but yet again, we haven't been able to fine tune and tweak the cameras. And Matt didn't have a chance to set up the windows. You got to understand, he has to go in every day, and for who's on the show, he's got to set up those windows and make sure they're there. That's why Leroy's not on tonight, is we didn't have time. Matthew didn't have time to set up the windows so he could be in.
I didn't have time to even tune in the cameras. I mean,
so
like the lighting is all, I've got 5200, I got 43, I got this light's over here at 36. You guys, you just, lighting is absolutely crucial to this. And if you don't do it, you'll get nailed. And that's why we have different temperatures. So we'll get it fixed.
We'll get it fixed. Yeah. I mean,
it's going to be amazing when I have some time tomorrow to do this and not feel like I have to come on and perform like a monkey. Oh, and by the way, somebody says, someone said, can you get an antenna telescoping camera that goes up and down when you yeah, but I've already put $9,000 of my own money in here. And yeah, so, Sandra, thank you. Well, I agree to disagree. The cost of an Army parade, I think, was worth it. Just my opinion. And I still love the show and will continue to watch. Well, Sandra, good. Thank God you do. I'm glad. Sandra, to be honest with you, it's not that I hated the parade. I think it's embarrassing that our people can't march.
They should have been a little more in sync, and they should have practiced a little more. We're the front of the world stage, and we should look like our military knows what they're doing, because they do, but they look like a bunch of amateurs. I mean, I didn't even watch it, but watching that short clip, they weren't,
Yeah,
they just didn't look like looked like first day boot camp. Maybe
I told you, military people have a different opinion of this than civilians.
Yeah.
Tim Pool never has the guests on screen at least once. What?
Yeah, I've only watched the show once, and it was when Damani was on there. And if I am not mistaken,
he was individuals.
It's individual every single time.
Yeah, I meant the PPD podcast.
But here's the thing with Tim Pool: he has employees, and he's got somebody that runs the video. So all Tim Pool has to do is interview the people and talk to people and have a conversation.
Oh God, I would love that.
So he's got people in the background that are switching the photos to whoever's talking, that are reading the comments, that are doing that. We don't have anyone.
Yeah.
Matt runs the entire show from
Yeah.
the computer right here. So trust me, we'll get this. We'll get it over the next few days. We're going to get it tuned in. And by next week, we'll have it'll be nailed down to where it's probably going to be majority of the time. And, we'll make tweaks and peaks here, just to fine tune everything. But this week it's going to be playing around. So if it looks different tomorrow than it did tonight, and then different on Thursday and different we're just going to be figuring out the flow of everything. It's kind of like, consider this the soft opening of the new studio, because we have to figure out what's wrong and get all the bugs out.
It's a soft studio opening without the time.
Exactly. So next week it'll be a little bit more put together.
It's pretty fucking put together. Can I just
plus
say
the fact that we're actually going to take some time off this weekend, and we're going to take a weekend off. So we'll be well rested next week, because to be honest, I think both of us could probably sleep for the full 48 hours this weekend and maybe be okay.
Yeah, I know I could.
I'm just like,
it just comes down to this, guys. You don't have to tell me to be a perfectionist.
no, trust me, you don't.
Do you look at what we've accomplished in 29 days? I mean, have you actually looked?
Yeah.
Stopped and asked yourself,
We did this all ourselves. We rented an entire room by ourselves. Now, of course, we had an electrician come in, and we also had somebody come in who helped with the drywall. But after the electrician had to rip apart half the room, because we don't do drywall. So other than that, we painted, we built all the desks, we put the wall up, we did everything.
oh my God.
No one
we
helped
stained
us.
all the wood. We stained the banister. We painted and did all the distressing. I restored the flag, all the lights up, all the cans up, all the builds up, all the soundproofing on the floor, all the painting, everything. So yeah, it's a lot of work, and I don't feel unappreciated. I think everybody loves it. They're just saying there's some tweaks and peaks to make the show better, and that's what we need from you. I agree. This camera needs to come down.
And everyone, we thank you for your feedback. But if it's something that you really are thinking, okay, this might make the show better if you do this, email me. Because to be honest, I love y'all, but I'm not going to remember anything from tonight's show, any of the feedback. So email me, so we can get it all in front of us, and we can take your feedback into consideration when we're tweaking everything. Because we like your guys' feedback, and we like to know what you guys like. So, and Mel, she just said that Tim Pool is running at the same time. So he's going on at 7:00 now, not 8 like he was. Is he back to starting at 7? Just curious, because if he is, that's kind of
Interesting.
BS.
So you guys, the wall, someone asked, why is it blue? This is a great question. Matt, can you explain to me why the wall is blue? You know what? I would love to. Let me zoom in. And before I do that, I am going to do some magic sparkles behind me on the wall. This is really, really an interesting thing. Are we ready for the story?
Yes.
Okay. Why the wall is blue.
By Matthew Spear.
By Matthew Spear. It's a long story. It's one that started when I was a young boy. And when I thought of the blue wall, I didn't know that the wall was good. What wall was going to be blue? Right. I would listen to The Wall by Floyd. And I would have blue balls. And somehow blue balls and blue walls came together. And I said, if I'm ever going to have a podcast in a studio, first, I never knew there was such a thing as a podcast. I know Olivia didn't think there was a podcast. Did you think there was a thing as a podcast?
Okay.
When we were kids, when we were younger, when you're having dreams, when I'm 6 years old, dreaming about my blue balls and the blue wall. Did you think that there were such things as podcasts? No, they
there
didn't
wasn't.
exist. Right. So
there wasn't. I mean, internet
Right,
wasn't even a thing till we were in high school.
so you know what we got to do? We got to do this and this. So when we look at you, look at me. So okay. So when I was thinking of blue walls and blue balls, and I thought, hey, I'm going to have a podcast one day that I don't know exists. I stopped. And I imagined if I only had the fucking time, I would have fixed it.
And again, that person isn't even here tonight.
But it doesn't matter. Oh. It's a joke and it's what we do. And I'm teasing and I love you and it's fine. And I'm not upset.
Right. So why is the wall blue? Is because there's a string of lights.
Yeah.
Back there that's shining on it. So the wall is actually, I think we showed you guys a picture of it. It started out as black.
Yeah.
And then Matt went in with the airbrush and put different shades of black and gray to make it look like stone.
Yeah.
But we have a string of lights underneath the banister. This is an actual banister. And actually an actual banister that's supposed to go above fireplace. And we put lights under there. So, because otherwise it just looked flat. It just looked like a black wall. So it needed lights to accentuate it to make it look really good.
So the question is, I hope she's laughing. When she asked me, why is the wall blue? And go, oh, this guy hates me. No, I don't. I love you. What color should it be? Do you think we should make it purple or red or yellow, orange, or green?
Oh God, that looks like baby poop green.
That green doesn't look bad, actually.
It's you know what's cool?
No.
Holidays.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we totally can change it.
Yeah, if only we had the time.
Oh! I never even thought of this. Christmas. We can actually decorate for Christmas.
This is more excited than I've seen her in a month, folks. I think I'm going to get lucky tonight.
We can actually put up like some garland and decorate it and have a little Christmas tree up there.
Yeah,
that's so.
We've got room now. We got room to do whatever we want.
We can put a Christmas tree in the corner. I didn't even think about that.
So
Yay.
I liked that grayish blue, honestly, because I felt it was simple. And turn it down to be subtle like that. Not too much like that looks cool. And that's probably going to help my picture. And if I would have had the time, I would have figured it out.
Oh, that looks really good.
Thank you.
I think it was too bright behind us. Yeah, it was.
If only we had the time to figure that out. Now see, folks, this is what we're learning. Guys, I'm so happy. I'm not mad at all. I'm really not. I'm really, really excited that we got this. Make it match your clothes, maybe. Yeah.
Well, we're always going to have different colored shirts on, so that's probably not going to work very well.
Yeah, I'm just happy.
Because it's one string of lights.
I'm happy that this is almost over.
Lights between.
I'm happy that I can shower regularly.
I'm happy that I can do my laundry and that I can go grocery shopping and that we can actually eat a dinner made in the house. We have gone out. Seriously, in the last month, we have probably eaten out at least 18 times.
It's horrible. And the fact that I've lost 12 pounds.
And we really only have 4 restaurants in town.
Yeah.
That we'll eat from.
But it's been a great, I'm down to size 32 on my waist. Like, that's exciting. And Olivia's been enjoying the stomach muscles again.
I'm still not losing weight. Because menopause sucks.
Yeah, but you're hot.
Thanks.
You look good with a little bit of...
Freaking menopause sucks. I hate it. I've never had an issue with weight until menopause.
So listen, 418, 317 on Twitter. It's great to see so many people on. Thank you for allowing us to hit our goal. We need it. Trust me. We have got to make up some deficit.
Twitter did great today.
The wall looks the best in the color it is right now. We agree.
That was originally what it was going to be. It was like a gray.
It was supposed to be like a bluish gray. Yeah.
Is this gray?
It's a blue. Look at the camera.
Bluish gray. Because it looks a lot darker on camera.
Yeah.
You can let the dog in. I know she wants to come in. She's been laying. No, she's right here on the side of this door.
Ash.
Come on around, Bubba.
Come here, kitty. Come on, Rush.
Hey,
Kitty's
McKenna,
in there too.
You can let her in.
So You know,
you're sweet
what I was
girl.
also thinking was that it might be hard to see.
Why do you have to wake up at
Okay,
5?
McKenna,
We're on the show. We'll be off in a minute.
we're on it right now. Send the boy up here now. I don't like you in tears.
She's
Shut
exhausted.
up. You sound like you're crying.
Why do you have to wake up at 5? You don't have to be at school till 6:45. The email said 6:45. Hopefully it doesn't
See,
rain
look at what we
tomorrow.
can do with the desk lights. Are you seeing this? Liv,
Yes,
did you look?
I did. It's low, yeah.
You can do a blue.
That blue looked really good. We can make them match the lights in the wall. And
Yeah, like I don't know if it needs to be. But we just have to play with this. Hey, buddy. How you doing? Happy birthday.
yes, come in.
Come here, Ethan.
Come in.
Happy birthday,
Now the whole
buddy.
fam can be on the same camera. Not yet.
Why don't you go over there and get on the mic real quick?
Oh my god, can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yay, hi. Can I?
You don't need to molest the mic.
Hi guys.
So, Ethan,
Yes.
you need to shut up.
Yes, they are out of school. Last Friday was their last day.
Yeah, you need to. Every mom.
I'm a
said-
sophomore.
She is. She's a sophomore.
I'm a 7th grader.
So, can I say something? This project has been difficult. It's been fun. And you guys were a huge part. And I wanted to say thank you to everybody for helping and making this so fun and special, even though it was stressful. So Hayden and Ethan, we appreciate you. And stop hitting the freaking tables, boys
That
and girls.
was me. Sorry.
So Hayden, do you want to say anything?
Elizabeth, they are not in summer school.
Oh god, no, I would genuinely die. Like I
No.
I can't even deal with them a semester, let
Put it
alone
down.
3. It was great. It was tiring and I'm ready to go get sleep. But
Okay.
it was fun.
Well, why don't you get Ethan? Do you have any-
Ethan, everyone's saying happy birthday. You can talk on the mic?
Can I hear that mic work, Ethan, please? You guys, please stop,
Okay.
stop hitting the table.
That was not me.
Everybody.
Hi Ash. We're
Stop.
not yelling at you. You're
Stop,
fine.
stop hitting the table. Ethan,
Yes.
take it upstairs. Shut up.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Sissy's got to go to sleep. So you guys need to come
Yeah,
up.
you guys come up here, watch your movie up here, and then you're sleeping in your room or the playroom. I don't care. You are not sleeping down there. I love you.
Okay.
You feed the lizard.
Goodbye, Ethan. God, you're loud. You're literally
Me?
the loudest person in the world, Ethan.
Oh.
How's Mel's mom?
I don't know. I haven't seen.
Go to bed, baby.
Okay.
Do not wake up at 5. That's the stupidest.
No,
thing.
I have to. I've done the math. It takes me 45 minutes to curl my hair. That'll be takes about like 15, 20 minutes. Ball down, heels on, and I
I
can do everything
don't
else.
need to. I don't need a second
By
wife.
the way, you have to drive me to school at 6:15 in the morning.
Oh, son of a bitch!
Yes,
It's me.
yes, it is you. I love you. Thank you.
What time?
I have to be there.
Stop hitting the table.
6:30. You have to leave at
Yeah,
6:30.
so we got no. We would have to leave at 6:20 because I have to be there at 6:30.
Why does the email say
The
6:45?
6:45 is the latest time, and I would like to be there with a few minutes to spare.
God, douse me in fire and
So,
gasoline, please.
so I will wake
Folks,
you up at
the-
6:20 in the morning.
Folks, that
Would you please shut the fuck up?
so
All parents need that button. Yes.
so
Yes, we do.
So okay. Oh, sorry, earbud users. I apologize. Okay, so I want to say one more thing. Hayden is loud, but that's just her. No, it's her mic.
She's been loud since she came out of the womb.
No, I'm a very loud person. It's
There
probably
you go.
just me. Don't
Now
blame
try
me,
her
Tim.
mic. It would be nice because we would have tuned in the mics if we had time.
Mom is still with us. She has refused any intervention surgery, is what Mel just said.
Oh, God. Mel, I'm sorry. Talk normal.
Hi.
See? She's good. I want to talk about the person who had something to say, and I'm going to take Haiti, go to bed.
Okay. I love you guys.
We love you, baby girl. See ya. And then we're done with this. I honestly, truly, with all my soul, I am not mad in the slightest. It makes me passionate. And it drives me to be better. The only reason I took it personally is because I care about this person, surprisingly enough, like a lot. And this is a person who has been with us for a long time and who is a massive influencer in our lives as far as a fan. Would you agree with that?
Yes.
So when I hear someone's angry with me, or disappointed in me, well, that makes me sad. You know, we're not monkeys. We have feelings. And we work hard. And you know what my daughter said to me? I thought the nicest thing in the world today. She came up to me and she goes, Dad, there is so much detail to this room and so many hidden things that people will never see unless they were here. And I just want to let you know how much I appreciate your attention to detail, because every time I come in, I find something new that you did that people will never appreciate. And to me, that made this all worth it. But if you, Olivia, what am I like right before a show trying to get this put together?
Insane. Just crazy. I mean, when we were in the old office, you were insane, always taking it to the last minute. Always. So having the last month doing the room in the studio, it's been kind of crazy. So
it's a lot of work. And I think the thing that people need to understand is my family has suffered because of it. We've had birthdays. We've had
both birthdays. Both kids had birthdays during this.
Both concerts. Watching hockey with my kid. Loving my wife the way she deserves to be. It's a lot. So we're people. We have feelings. We have emotions. So when one of our viewers says something, we take it personal. Now, a lot of people are saying, where's Deb? And okay, a lot of people know what happened. She had an opinion. She told me, and I'd much rather have her do that than not come back. She wrote Olivia. She wrote me. I wrote her back. I told her how I felt. And I said, you know, you have a right to be disappointed. That's what you want to do. That's fine. I don't care. I'm disappointed in you for being disappointed in me. And she said, you can be disappointed in me. And I'm like, okay, good enough. Fair enough. I haven't said anything else. And I think she's under a lot of stress and she's trying to give the show the time it deserves, but she can't give it what she wants because she's got other obligations. So it stresses her out, and then it stresses me out, and then we argue, but I cannot tell you enough about this message is I don't want to lose people over something as stupid as that we were 20 minutes late for a show and could not get the shows to connect because we had a choice. We could stop and post on all the social medias on computers that were not logged into the social media accounts because we ran out of time and we thought we were going to make it, but we ran into a snag. So we could either do that or we should try to get the show put together to come on and at least talk to you. Like tonight, we were, 10 minutes late? 12 minutes late?
And it wasn't, we were almost on time.
So I will tell you this. I we will figure it out. We'll make the show better. If you don't like the way it looks, maybe you're just going to have to get used to something new. But I promise you this, Olivia will be brighter and less orange. I will be softer, lit softly compared to where I am now. And we'll figure it out. And we'll make it better. And the transitions will look better. And the cuts will look better. And we'll be able to do more. But the only way we do that is with your support and help and with your feedback. And you guys are awesome. And we appreciate you. And yes, of course, we love Deb. We love Judy. We love Melanie. We love Mel Lowe. We love Amy. We love Thomas and Tuner and God. There's so many people. We can't Paul and we love all you guys. But what we don't love is when the understanding stops. Because if you understood how hard we've been working,
and if anyone knows me, like my husband knows me, they know I hate change with the passion.
And you've handled it really well.
I resist change. I can't do change. It's just so for what, and Yenny just changed my keyboard. So I have to get into be able to normalize myself with the change to feel comfortable with it. And I didn't get a chance to do that.
So and everyone and Olivia pretending that she's not just as pissed as not pissed. Pissed is the wrong word. I'm not pissed. I got a little hurt. I just got a little hurt because if you knew how hard we were busting our ass for you, the last thing we would want to do is not be ready to go and be here for you. You know what I mean?
Yes, Joseph Hillstrom. He didn't mention me. My butt hurts. Are you sure that's from us not mentioning you, Joseph?
Oh, that was rough. I wish I could mention everybody, but I can't. I'm too tired. So we hope you like the room. If there's something like Bobby has sent me a message and told me, Matt, you're going to get something and you're going to put it up on the wall no matter what. And that's it. So she's sending us something. And she's told us that we have to get it up on the wall. This is the window I think we're going to run with. If we have 4 guests, they'll all have equal portion. And we're going to put the show goal down in the bottom. And maybe put a logo or 2 up. And then we're calling it good. No more videos. We're going to go ahead and run a couple ads for our clothing line and coffee and stuff like that. And we'll go there.
I made Joseph laugh.
Steve says, if you're not on, I just keep trying exactly when I don't see a note saying that you are taking the night off because you usually leave a note. I do. Thank you, Steve. I do understand what building a business looks like. My parents did that, tons of work. So I have seen this the same way you are building your own business. Yeah. Well, this isn't just our business. This is our livelihood. This is our rent. This is our everything.
Mm-hmm. This is our main source of income.
People are like, Matt, you're pink. No, this is my skin color. You guys, I'm Greek. I've got some African American, some Jew in me, and a lot of German. But I've got olive dark skin.
And I'm a porcelain doll, even though
she's white.
Even though I'm Hispanic, and when I can get in the sun, when I was younger, I used to tan like nothing else, and I used to be super dark. But
I like
again,
Olivia.
Old age.
I like this window, but Olivia on the other side. Yeah, I do that. So
because I'm always on the other side. It's gonna drive people nuts.
No, but this looks good like this because when we look at each other like this, we're looking at each other. See, we're like, hi.
I like it. How are you?
Me? I think this is great. I like this set. Guys, this set is fucking awesome. I'm sorry. I'll put it against anybody. This camera needs to lower. We're going to figure that out. We're going to figure this out. Maybe it's a side angle. Maybe, I don't know, but we've got to figure that out. What do you think, Liv? How do we?
There really isn't much of a way.
If I put you know what? Yes, there is. I can put it on a tripod right in the center there.
Mm-hmm.
And you're just going to have to move your windows a little bit around it. It's not that big of a deal. I can put a monopod on the desk. I'm going to do that tomorrow. I'm going to move it off here. I'm going to try because I think you guys are right. We're getting chromatic aberration on the right side. We're getting discoloration on the right side and the left side. And I think coming down low will make it better. The problem is you're not going to get the full wall. Well, listen, we're going to have some time. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, because if it's on there, you're going to have people and it's you're not going to be able to see the whole thing. So
we're going to figure this out.
I don't know. But we're not going to use that camera often.
Well, this angle, to me, we can achieve this even if we bring the camera down. It's just this angle should not be all the time. This should be like when we're playing commercials.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like boom, we hit the. And why can't I hear this into my computer? See, another thing I got to fix. Oh, I know why.
The DUM Show is built on real conversations.
Like this would be fun right here, and then we can mute the mic.
And fearless. Big tech didn't like that. Facebook pulled our funding, tried to shut us down. But for over a year, you, our incredible
we can do that
viewers,
stuff.
have.
Yeah, I think maybe during videos or commercials and in the pre-show. I think that's a good thing in the pre-show.
Yeah. We'll figure it out. All right. Anything else? Benny is going to have a meltdown when he sees the new studio. Can't wait to see what he ends up doing.
See how much he has to spend to update his studio. No, okay. I told Matt this. We need to have a contest. And the contest needs to be who is going to guess how long it's going to take Benny to change his set.
Benny's not going to change his set. He knows we're on him.
He's going to. We need. He's going to change something about his set. Watch.
Hey, Sandy's got a good idea.
What?
Hey, Nick, I got the screenshots. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, it looks good. Damani, what's up, man?
Oh.
To my brother from another mother.
Dude, when you coming out, bud?
Damani, look at this. Oh,
Dude, your seat of honor is right here.
We're waiting on you, dude.
That's your seat right there.
We got the seat. It even says, it says no whites. It says blacks only. It's right here for you, buddy.
You're so horrible.
Damani, we got you, baby.
Oh.
We got you. Here's a really good one by Sandy Season. Can we have a minute break now and then just to stretch or whatever? Just a thought. I know tonight is longer. Maybe that's where the feel is tonight. I might be off here. No, I think a minute break's a good idea.
What do you mean a minute break?
Well, honey, a minute is 60 seconds long.
I'm so confused, but why are we taking a break in the middle of the show?
Dude, first of all, Yenny looks awesome right there. We need to put a bed right in the middle.
Yeah, she could see her.
So just let her sit on the desk. This is perfect. Like, and let Ash sit up here too.
That's great that she would destroy everything.
So that was my question a month ago. Matt reminds me of my dad, not being gushy, but he did not stop till he figured it out, an aerospace engineer by training. You should see Jason and I working tonight.
Oh my gosh.
Jason and I are so much alike, and I love that guy. He is amazing. And you guys have to go to PFC Flags and buy some flags. Damani. Matt, why does Benny say my boy Benny? It gets so old. Because he thinks that you need clicky, cliche trademarks.
Yo, it's your boy Benny.
Yo, it's your boy Benny. Can you imagine if I did that? Yo, guys. It's your latent homosexual Maddie.
Check out my muscles.
Yeah, dude. Just like bam. And see, that's the cool thing is you guys can see the rip. So, when, what? You want me to do what?
Oh, like at the 8 o'clock hour, have a minute break, place in Still Point where we can get up and go to the potty.
Yeah, like an 8 o'clock would be cool to, do a little commercial. We need to start selling some shirts.
Yeah, we haven't done much. Oh, okay. Also.
Oh my God, Olivia's fired up.
No, I have to apologize.
Oh, okay.
I need
Here,
to.
hold on. Let's do this right. Hold on. Okay. Oh, shit. God bless America.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
I need to.
Oh, son of a bitch. Hold on. Okay, go ahead. God, you look hot.
Thanks.
You're so pretty when you smile.
Thanks.
Your teeth are so white compared to mine. Go ahead.
I need to apologize.
Oh, okay, I'm getting out of the window. Here you go.
Kirsten on Rumble, to Brenda, and to Becky. We owe Kirsten and Brenda a shirt.
Oh no.
And
No.
Becky-
This, whoa.
let me talk. Let me
What's this
finish.
we shit?
Let me finish.
What's this we shit?
You're the one who promised them the shirt.
Yeah. Yes, and you're the one who hasn't fulfilled that promise.
Yes, but
Go ahead.
really?
Yeah, really.
Really?
Because
Let me finish.
Don't include me in your bullshit. I didn't do it.
Let me finish.
All right,
You're
go
a
ahead.
part of the show. It's not Olivia's dumb show.
Oh.
You're the one who promised them the shirt. So we owe them the shirt.
Hold on.
Just let me finish apologizing.
Just fucking say it, and I
Then
will.
Shut up
You
so
shut
I can
up.
talk.
May 16th.
Someone.
Someone's being a biznatch. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm stopped.
You done?
I'm done.
You sure?
Sure.
Okay, the size of your blue balls depends on if you're going to be quiet or not.
It's just more for you when you're sleeping, just to get covered.
Okay, anyway, Kirsten and Brenda, the shirt, and Becky sent me an email like 2 weeks ago and wants to order caps off the thing, but she can't figure out how to do it, so she's going to send a money order, and we still have to order them. I'm extremely sorry.
Just buy them and send them to her, and she can pay us back.
We will get them done Thursday. I'm off Thursday. First thing Thursday, we're doing it Thursday, and we're getting them to you. I want to apologize so much. I really am sorry. It wasn't for lack of not wanting to. It was for lack of time. So I'm very, very sorry.
And reminding me the 17 times I've asked. We have literally put so much. Matt, the side over your L side is too dark.
That's the corner, isn't it?
Yeah, we know, because we didn't have any time to set it up. Folks, I can't possibly say it again. We did not have the time to set it up because our lighting was put up yesterday and we have been finishing the background. We know we have so much to do. We're aware. We're very, very aware. I mean, we get it. Damani says, y'all killed it with a new set. Huge props. Looks uber professional as fuck. I love Damani. Probably one of my favorite human beings on the planet. I'm not going to lie. So like this helps with our lighting too. What?
I'm sorry, I just read Carrie's comment. Watch people bitch about Damani's color when he's on your set.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's horrible.
So.
Oh my God, those are so bright. I'm blind. I can't see anymore.
So that's kind of interesting. What did that do? Look at that. That added some balance to the force.
Made me look more like a porcelain doll.
No, what we need to
goodness.
do is we just need to get out of this room and we can set it and do it. But you're right. This light right here needs to bounce off that wall and light up that area. And we're going to fix it. We need to put up accent lighting. There's going to be a light behind the flag, and then there's going to be a light behind the Spartan. But we haven't done that because we didn't have the time. Matt did have a rather reddish hue. I know. Because
LOL after that one. I think they're.
No, I know they're screwing me. All right, Liv, say your 1 minute because we're going to go.
Thank you, everyone. That's my 1 minute.
I would rather
I don't have much tonight. I appreciate it.
I would rather you two sit closer, is what people have said. Honey, if you sat right here, it really wouldn't be a problem. And honestly, I don't understand why you're over there. Like, it totally makes sense for you to be right here. See, watch. See? She's going to try it right now. Okay? So I'll get your mic on. I know. We're tired. So what? I'll make love to you in the room and you'll be wide awake. Need a no tread flag on the dark corner. I have a no tread. It's sitting in my... Go ahead. You can totally see. And then that allows us to move the big camera down a little bit and we'll have less of an impact on you.
I'll still have the same impact.
Oh, that mic sounds good on you.
Well, I need to.
That mic, the Shure SM7B digital sounds really good on you.
Oh, I guess I should put my headphones on so I can hear.
You sound really good. It's not better than a Shure SM7B, but that's pretty good. You make it sound pretty.
I make everything sound pretty.
Didn't you have a light in the Spartan helmet? I did. And I plan to do that again, Darla, if I can possibly find the time.
What are these?
What the hell are you doing?
I'm trying to get my headphones in so I can hear myself. The only thing I was worried about was the camera. That's why I was sitting over there, because we haven't gotten this camera set up. So
No, you're so full. Okay. Okay. All right. That's it. That is a complete lie.
What?
100% lie.
What's a lie? I'm not reading anything.
I just set up the camera and you said you didn't want to sit here. You wanted to sit over there. So I moved everything. Your red mic was sitting right next to me. It was supposed to be you and me.
I originally wanted to sit there.
The empty chair.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think this is the best spot for you because it makes sense. Because now watch this. Just watch this, okay? Just watch this. Because then we can do this. And now we're both in the picture. And this is something people can stand. And honestly, I'm not in love with this lens. For $675, I think we can get a $250 lens, get some money back. It's not good enough for me.
You don't like the lens, the long view lens.
I do.
What lens do you want?
No, I do. It needs to be in 4K. I need to set it up. I need to fine tune it. I need to bring it down.
All right. Once we get this camera set up tomorrow, I will decide which seat I'm going to sit.
Sandy says, okay, can Olivia sit on top of Matt asking for a friend? Later, for sure.
I can go sit on his lap right now.
No. Just give me 5. You're supposed to pound it. You're supposed to go, yeah, we're going to be doing that. The fact that the set is where it is nothing short of amazing. Yeah. Thanks for noticing, Maddie. Thanks for noticing. Bear poked. I'm not poked. I'm okay. Yeah, it's way too weird being so far apart. I agree with you. I think it's too far. But do you see how this?
Well, check the close-up picture. There is no close-up picture of this one right now.
Do you see how this board looks like it's stretched out? Yeah. And I'm stretched out. That's what happens in wide angles. I'm on the peripheral.
So I mean, I have a quick question.
So what I'm saying is if I can finish my thought, thanks. Is that if we bring this down, and then I can put it in 4K, it's going to be much better. Just wait. Let me show you something. Can I show you something?
Sure.
It's kind of a rhetorical question, Woodcock. Look at our puppy. They can't see her, but she's sitting in her doghouse. She's down here right by our feet. And she's so cute.
Yenny is upset. She doesn't have... I know, I'm with you. I'm so stiff. Yenny's very upset that she does not have her tower. But there is no room for it. Daddy's coming back, buddy.
Now this is going to put the camera in 4K.
Okay. Do I need to move back to that seat so you can see it?
Oh, that's you. I'm so sorry. I'm such a dolt.
No, you're just tired.
I'm very tired. This is Turn this TV off real quick, please.
Which one?
Here, James, me. Don't do it.
Yeah. It's gonna... What are you doing?
I'm putting it in 4K, which I wanted to do if I had the time. Now,
Stop banging.
oh yeah. Swear to God. Now look at this camera. Now the lighting. You guys shut the fuck up on the lighting. Seriously, like shut your front door on the lighting. We're going to fix the lighting. But now look at me. And look how I'm not fragmented and I'm clearer.
Oh, that does look good.
Now you're white.
Because I'm always white.
Now here's the thing. it cuts off a little bit of the show, but that's because we're digital zoomed. But when I take it off, so it gives you, we're way too bright. We understand, but the quality is much crisper on this lens now because it's in 4K, but I need to trim it and play with it. But that's much better, right?
That looks 10 times better. Now we don't have to move it. Joseph Hillstrom just said, can I be a guest on your show? I'm a nudist, but I'll wear the winger sling out of respect.
Matt, you have boogers. No, I don't.
That says so much about you, Joseph.
So,
oh my goodness.
So understand, this camera, it needs to be reset because it's in 4K right now, 30 frames a second. See, that view shows the detail with the front anchors on the, yeah, like it's a good one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play with this lens and this camera, but this looks much better, right? And it's like, it looks almost lower because it's cropping the frame. I don't want it to crop. What?
Debbie, the male host walks in and looks at the camera while he decides what to do with the female host. Then lowers the
I don't need to
light.
figure out what to do with a female host. I'm thinking about doing that every time she's next to me.
Only Debbie.
Will you sit here from now on? This is much
Only
better.
Debbie.
Will you sit here tomorrow? This is much better. Lev, will you sit here tomorrow?
Sure.
See, because look, then we can do this. Watch. Once we get the lighting fixed, when we get more time.
Oh my goodness.
Now look, it's not as pixelated. It's still not great.
And you know what?
I don't like the wide angle. But we need to have it. We really do. In order to see the background, but it's got to be better. I've got to tune it in.
All right. And since Debbie's here and you've been asking for it, here. There's the feet.
Holy
You happy
shit.
now?
I got to go. I'm ready to go.
She's been asking for it. And it's late and I'm tired and
Livy,
I get giddy when I'm tired.
Just get that way upstairs. We're gonna do this. I'm gonna spend a lot of time on this tomorrow. We're gonna get it worked out. It's gonna look. I don't have a lot.
Apparently, I need this microphone. That's what everyone says.
The shirt, the digital shirt is amazing, and that lights up. We can make it pink, but it's an amazing microphone. It really is. It's not this. I think people forget how good you sound. Watch this. Just go over there and say something to the other one. Well, say something. Say something over here. Say,
hello, this is Olivia.
Okay, now go over there and say it. Watch this.
Hello, this is Olivia.
That microphone's better.
Okay.
No, I know that. Fucking Uncle Stumpy. I know it makes her look too pale because the lighting's not right. When you shoot in 4K, it opens up the aperture. It's too bright. We haven't got the lights tuned in. We know. This is what Olivia is normally going to look like. We'll get it fixed. All right, folks, we got to go. We got to get out of here because honestly, I love you. But
there is a piece of Oreo cookie ice cream cake waiting for me in the freezer right now.
All right, so all I'm going to say is bear with us. We'll get it fixed. I'm going to spend some time on this all day. Tomorrow, it's literally computer day. That's it. I got to get the podcast set up from Monday. I haven't done it. I don't even think I have the podcast up from Friday. Folks, we haven't done any short videos. We haven't done any news articles. It has been a nightmare trying to get this done, but we're done. Now it's fine-tuning the lights and the cameras and getting them all set up. So bear with us. We're getting it fixed. We love you, and we're out of here. All right, everybody. Good night. Thanks for watching the Don't Unfriend Me show. We'll see you tomorrow at 7 o'clock on time.
Tune in because Barry's going to be here.
Yeah, Barry Morgenstein's going to be here. So I got a lot to do.
Morgenstein.
Tomorrow literally is just fixing that camera and getting it rock and rolling. See you guys tomorrow. Good night. Love you. We
Night,
appreciate
y'all.
you. Thanks, everybody. Good night.
Adjusting transmitter output.
This is the Don't Unfriend Me show with your hosts, Matt, Leroy, Amy, and Olivia. Geopolitics, military analysis, and election coverage. Coming to you live on all major social media channels at The DUM Show. Honest, direct, unfiltered. We can agree, we can disagree. Just don't unfriend me.